I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sky
Hi,
was
chat.
waiting.
No, I just they can see you all now. By the way, just that's wild.
Hi, chat.
I just gotta. Did that say 157?
It did.
Yeah. I saw
That's
that a minute ago. Very impressive.
It's a much higher number than I'm typically comfortable with.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
hello,
everybody.
Boy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Ferret.
Sorry, I was getting my dad into One Piece.
Oh, well, that's a worthy endeavor.
I disagree. I blame you for not being here on time.
Well, the good news is, as a half elf,
how
you don't get
that cut
opinions.
literally half of the audio. You peaked for the entire statement. No.
Did I?
I heard him.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, no, I heard the cutting out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, regardless,
Your boy
everybody from the raid, well, welcome to the Disaster Tour. In Bitscrits and Halfwits, we are going to... Greg, thanks for the resub. We're going to embark on a thrilling adventure filled with danger and excitement at every turn. Our brave party of heroes will face off against fearsome monsters, complete treacherous quests, and unravel the mysteries of a world filled with magic and wonder. Join them as they explore the treacherous landscape of Sylvanaria and see if they can survive the dangers that lurk around every corner. Will our party emerge victorious, or will they succumb to the perils of the realm? Roll initiative. It's time to find out. Howdy, everybody. How we doing?
Not too bad.
What do you mean I look both drunk and high at the same time? That's just my fucking face!
Just get roasted out of the gate immediately.
I love that we just got Dungeon Doggo in here, like, trying to give you a little smooch there.
Well, yeah.
She wants some love. Give her some love.
She has literally been napping on my bed with me for the last 2.5 hours.
Oh, she's a baby.
Are we cracking cold ones already?
Just a little baby.
Just a little baby.
Just a baby.
Man, Sky, you were rocking all of the viewers today.
Oh my gosh.
They really have been in withdrawal.
All right, Aurora, get down.
I was gone for 3 weeks, and they were upset about it.
All right,
I know.
The first stream back, everybody was like, "You've been gone for months." And I was like, "I have not."
Yeah. Well, me and Rosie were talking about it yesterday because before D&D we went on that hike, and Rosie was like, "I just checked in the chat for just a second before we left." And she was talking about D&D.
I was.
Or I just finished talking about D&D, and I was really upset.
Oh yeah.
I was filling them in on what happened and how you guys got us with the doppelganger thing, and I was like, oh, I'm so upset that I had things to do that I had to like split my attention. Because like once you pointed it, like I was like, oh, I missed the horse thing. Like all the clues were so good, and I was just.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah, I was equal parts like praising you all and being upset at myself for missing it.
Oh, it's so good because I really was going for like it's fine if they pick up on these clues right now. That is very cool and fun, and we'll deal with that. But if they don't, they're gonna get a very cool reveal later. So I was like trying to be subtle but obvious in retrospect. That's what I wanted,
100, and that was exactly, you hit that. It was good. Oh my goodness.
PT, can I go on a quick rant?
What's the rant about?
It's about fucking meta and the Oculus and how terrible it is to set up.
You're more than welcome to go on a rant about the OGL. Because I'm willing to go on a rant about the OGL because fuck Wizards of the Coast.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of what started the open gaming license. Basically, that was part of what started the conversation the other day. Was me bitching about it.
The TLDR is basically Wizards of the Coast. It wants to tighten up their like copyright on D&D and their monsters and their settings and things, so that things like Critical Role and Dimension 20 would be in jeopardy. So
no, that's not true. So
well, I mean, the way they're currently run,
streams won't be touched at all.
It depends on how.
Because streaming is considered a transformative use. It's the same reason you're allowed to stream games.
Yeah.
However, all of their
Well,
merchandise, all of their merchandise is what's has the potential to come under fire from that OGL.
Well, but I
So
will
the
point out that
copyright
only
as it
reason-
stands is like that games are not on stream. The only reason you can play games on stream is because gaming companies don't give a shit.
That's true.
If they
It's just
decided it cut
it's
into
true.
your
It's 'cause
profit
no one
margin,
has challenged it because it's
Exactly.
beneficial for them. But they
like
there
laws
is,
is
like-
written, it is.
Yeah.
Here's
it
the thing,
can
though.
be
It's going to
attacked.
happen exactly like what happened when Paizo started and they started Pathfinder. Wizards of the Coast got angry. They sued. Paizo countersued them under an anti-monopoly law, and Paizo won the lawsuit. That's exactly what's going to happen here if they try and knock out every single person producing anything related to D&D. That's pretty much the entire system involving its 20-sided dice. They're going to get shot down under monopoly laws.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it's hard to
Would
say
hold
what will
my
happen.
breath
I think
on
it's
that
also
one.
possible that these
But-
shows will sort of pivot to their own systems, you know?
That's what
it's
I
just-
said. I was like,
Yeah.
if what Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast is going to do is they're going to try and crack down, and then they're going to realize that they don't have the power. The creators that have popularized them have the power, and that
Exactly.
the moment that they piss off the community, like Critical Role and Dimension 20 both have the creativity and the manpower to fully produce their own D&D like tabletop games, and then everybody will just buy those and play those because they understand the power of community, and
Exactly.
Hasbro is just money hungry and dumb, and like people will just ditch D&D altogether, and then they'll be like, oh shit, we fucked up. That was like the entire conversation that I was having on stream on Sunday. I was like, they're just like, they don't understand that like if they make their own versions of whatever is like of Critical Role and stuff like that, it's not gonna have the same, like they think they're gonna be like making multi-millions of dollars on Twitch like Critical Role is, not understanding
way.
that not understanding that Critical Role and the people playing the game are the reason that they make so much money, not the game itself.
Mhm.
So and it doesn't matter, like they'll throw like money at it. They'll bring on like fucking talk show hosts or whatever. They'll try and grab celebrities, and then they'll realize that nobody cares. And then they'll be
Yeah.
like, oops,
And
sorry
also,
guys.
like to remind everybody, they're probably not going to touch Critical Role at all. It's going to be Dimension 20 because Critical Role
Yeah.
has already officially partnered with Hasbro on like 3 separate books.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be shocked if they don't, like if Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast screw their what is the word? My brain is failing me. But if they ruin their own reputation, there we go. If they ruin their own reputation, Critical Role will drop them.
True.
It'll be okay, we've finished our contract, goodbye, because Critical Role's not gonna let Wizards of the Coast ruin their reputation because they are the
Mhm.
far more successful business in the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They definitely are. I can tell you that, like, because Hasbro has just been slowly destroying their own, like, company in general. They're
destroyed
ruining
Magic.
all their IPs. Yeah,
You kind of
So-
destroyed Magic.
yeah.
It's gonna.
So it's really
I you know what? As weird as this sounds, I think how hard they come down on creators is entirely going to come down on how well the D&D movie does.
that,
Is it
yeah.
the-
Because
And,
that's going to be their proof of concept of if they can produce content without anyone else.
and what they don't understand is by releasing this information about the open gaming license.
Oh, they
ahead
didn't
of the
release it.
It was leaked.
It
wasn't
got leaked.
Oh, was it leaked? Well, even
Um,
so, like that information being out there is going to stop people from going to see the D&D movie. They'll pirate it.
I disagree with that, PT, because their movie doing good or bad has nothing to do with their own agenda of producing it. It has to do with, first of all, D&D wouldn't be as popular as it is right now without creators creating with it. And the D&D movie would most likely plummet if not for the creators doing what they're doing today.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to
Right.
decide. If the movie does well, That's going to be
Right,
Hasbro's
but-
thought on their go-ahead. Whether they're not going to understand why it did well or did bad.
It was the way you worded it was that that would prove to them that they can do it without the, like, you kind of worded it reversed.
Well, right now what the OGL says is that we can make all the content we need without Kobold Press or DM's Guild or any other form of content. And the truth is, they can't.
Right.
Dungeons and Dragons would have fallen apart 10 years ago because of the lack of new content being released for it if it wasn't for homebrew.
Right.
Anyways, and if it gets bad, we'll just move this game to a new system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll just start
what they don't
rewording
get is
things.
that
You can't copyright
like-
mechanics.
Nope.
That's
Well,
why
and
my
so-
super cluster campaign will always be safe because I'll use any of those rules, man.
Let's go.
That's the thing. As
Yeah.
long as you're not using the exact phrasing they use in the books, you can't copyright game mechanics.
Well, and because we
Right.
built the whole world ourselves, like every bit of this world, like even the gods and stuff that exist in it aren't Wizards of the Coast copyrighted.
I also think I think outside of maybe the Mimic,
yeah.
I haven't thrown
Which-
any monsters that they own at you guys either. And
Yeah,
the
the
Mimic,
only thing-
the Mimic is so close to being common use.
Yeah. I mean, I think that gnolls and stuff like that, and like
Mm.
you'd have to change the names of like some of the races and stuff, but I don't think that they
Well,
can
mimics have been
technically.
used in like video games and stuff too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's broad in that, like, I don't think that like minotaurs can be copyrighted, like elves can't.
Kobolds
Kalishtar is
in
a
their-
little bit,
yeah, and kobolds in their technical form.
yeah, but you could easily just like
Explain it all
Reflavor
away.
them,
stop
like,
putting names on things. and
yeah,
then-
you just you just change.
You
You make up
literally
your
just
own name.
you literally just changed dragon folk and kobolds to saurians and lizard folk, and you're done. That's
Yeah.
it.
kobolds
Change
are
two
no
names.
longer kobolds. Kobolds are raccoon peeps.
Raccoon peeps.
Anyways, that's enough ranting about the OGL. Farrett, I'm more
The
than
little-
happy to hear your
little
meta rant after
raccoons.
the stream.
dude, oh man, just the TLDR for my rant is I tried to set up Oculus for like recording something earlier and it took me 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
There's-
that's why everybody's like, "Are you gonna play? Are you gonna do VR on stream?" And I'm like, "Bruh, I don't know, guys. That's a lot of work, huh?"
Kill issue.
Alrighty.
Mr. Lizardman
dare
fucked
you.
shit up.
Well, without further ado, let's get started. This is
Guys,
is
let's
life.
D&D!
This is life.
Yeah,
Let's-
it's cow time, baby.
Let's vaguely generic game.
Yeah, vaguely generic game. Table
Also,
They don't own
topping.
D&D,
Also
do they?
known as Cal.
Bang!
I'm ready.
Yeah, we just stop calling it D&D and only call it cow time.
So I will rewrite the entire system.
Guys, let's play the dice game.
Math rocks.
All
math
right.
rocks.
Can we roll physical dice today, please?
No.
Me
Drop
looking
down.
at my giant shelves
You
of
can
dice.
if you point your camera at where you roll your dice.
I will.
I don't know what's going on with what AJ's like. Where's Furriot? What do you mean? Where's Furriot? I clearly know what you're talking
Wolfiot.
about.
Yeah, A, it's Wolfiot. B, Wolfiot's taking a brief time out because some stream stuff got...
You really don't trust us,
Pete?
Guys, I'm sorry to say, but
Not
you're just
at
gonna have to
all.
thirst over Lulin
What?
instead of Wolfiet this week.
I don't even trust myself to roll real dice and not fudge the numbers to you guys.
Oh my
Well,
God.
you're the DM. You're supposed to do that.
Am
do
I?
that.
True that. True that.
I'm
the
pretty
DM
sure at the
screen
heart of
saves so many
D&D,
party
nobody's
members.
supposed to fudge rolls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Eh.
The rule of fun in D&D as the DM means that you should be able to fudge dice rolls. Not the players, but the DM. You're the storyteller.
I shall kill you all regardless of whether the dice are fudged or not.
Oh,
No,
damn.
the closest I come to fudging dice rolls is when one of you's like, so I deal 78 damage to the monster, and I just reach down and just write a 0 in at the end of their HP.
Or one at the beginning.
I never have health for my monsters when I
Yeah, the
DM.
fight's over when it stops being fun.
Yep.
True. Rosie tried
For
to
me.
do that the other day.
The
and I
fight's
said,
over
no,
when
they're
it
not
stops
allowed to
being
run
fun
away.
for me. All right,
There's
folks,
one
let's introduce
doppelganger
our
that sticks
characters.
out,
Let's get a little
okay?
bit back
It
on
was not
track.
mattering.
First, we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard, played by.
It's a me, Mario.
And your question of the day is, do
I
you...
hated that.
Your question of the day is, where do you think the party would be if I hadn't fudged a single roll over the entire campaign?
I think we would have died right under the big magical tree down south. Where,
We would
where
have
we
died.
died.
We would have TPK'd in the first arc.
And then we have...
Nom wouldn't have been here.
And then we have
That's
You
Lyra
know that
Dream
time
Shadow.
when we all died.
Oh, yeah. And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, the Kalishtar wizard, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet. And I also think we would actually. I think we would have died before the tree. I'm trying to remember a combat instance before the tree, but I think we would have died on our very first day when when the army was looking for us. I think that's when.
And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, the Kobold Ranger, played by...
Me, Gentleman Fairy. Yeah, that's right, AJ. It's me. I'm here. I'm in PT's campaign. I think if you didn't fudge any rolls, I don't think Nom would have ever gotten introduced. I think the campaign would have been over before that. And I think that the people with face cams on should be able to roll physical dice.
I literally said, if you show me your dice...
Yeah, but okay, but I don't have my camera's all the way over there. I'm not gonna be able to show you the number. If I get a nat 20 though, I'm literally gonna I'm gonna go crazy.
The other reason I don't want you guys rolling physical dice is because chat can't see your rolls.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be saying it.
And then we have News and World Walker, the Minotaur Sorvarian, played by...
New name, new me. It's me, the Sky Tea. Also, like, yeah, I mean, I don't think we would have. I'd give us the leeway of like at least making it through most of the first arc until we hit. I don't know if you hadn't. It's possible that if you hadn't fudged dice rolls, Elliot might not have ended up with speed for the dragon, and then maybe we wouldn't have died in that encounter. I'm gonna give us the benefit of the doubt.
And last but not least, Isaac, you know the thing you told me that was right there? It was right in front of me. It actually was right in front of me. So I'm just gonna retroactively say fuck you. And then last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druid, played by...
It me, Brambo, Mr. Saturn 383 on the Twitch. I kind of agree with Rosie. I think fudging a roll whenever the army was coming through definitely would have changed the aspect of the entire campaign, and also the TPK with the Derek.
Yeah.
Also, my little 2 cents on fudging rolls. It's content, baby. Like, it's content. It's not gonna be fun for you guys if it's just TPK, end stream, bye, have a good night. But versus in like a non-content way, you're still telling a story, but in to whom are you fudging the rules for? Is it for the audience or is it for your players? So I think there's a distinct line of in which way are you fudging roles and who is it for? That's the real question you need to be asking.
And as always, everybody, I am PT, the tour guide of this disaster tour, and I'm going to tell you which one of them's right. It was Lyra and Lulin. The very first guard I had who I was going to have decide whether he I made a perception roll to see if he decided that he saw Minotaurs through the window of the bar or not. He nat 20'd, so I changed it to a nat 1 and they walked away.
That's hilarious.
It was 10 second. I sat there, looked at the dice, and quickly decided whether I wanted to run the beginning of the campaign out of a tavern or a prison. and I decided that the tavern was easier. So we did that.
I am impressed with
Yeah.
myself. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I got it.
All right. Let me get
Wait,
those.
before we get into it, PT, did you? I remembered this while I was streaming, but did you tell us to level up last time?
My God.
Yes.
I
Yes,
forgot to
I
do
did.
that.
Did nobody
Okay.
do it?
I did it on stream today.
Oh my God.
I was talking about the game, and then I went, "Oh fuck! PT told us to level up."
Couldn't have sent a message to your buddies. You just had to leave us.
Yeah,
a
like,
message.
you- Jesus
Listen.
Christ.
Dang!
Two of us remembered. That's all on you.
I mean, to
I
be
like
fair,
how I like how the two who remembered are the two who canonically in the game have the worst memory.
Yeah, it's true.
They may not know
Oh
a
my
lot, but they know what it's like to get jerked.
I think it's on character for me.
Huh?
I mean, it was convenient for me because I was just leveling up to level 2 sorcerer, so it's not like I have to like
As players, this
do a
is
lot.
well in hand for all of them, by the way.
I get Stalker's Flurry? That's crazy.
No, you don't, because if you're not leveled up by game on, you're not leveled up until game end.
Yeah, but did you actually update Sky's character on Foundry?
Nope.
Yes.
That's what I...
Open
No,
it.
I just no, because I had it. You just updated.
I did.
Because
But I did it before Farrah asked me.
I opened it, and that's why I asked. Because I was like, "Oh, I'm still level 10."
Alright, we can do it. We can do it this way, guys. We can all be. I can wait for you guys to get your stuff in while we do the recap, or we can all
Yeah.
be level 10.
I'll do the recap, and everybody else can level up. How about that?
That works perfectly for me.
Okay.
Nom, I do need you to make a quick D100 roll, though.
Oh yeah.
I made one. Why are we showing up as Vision Board?
I don't know. It's only you.
What?
It's
But
not
I
it.
got... Oh, you want me to make another roll?
No, I'm
Hang on.
also.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
Everybody is
why.
Vision board.
I know why. I know why.
But whoever got the 69...
Nice.
Nice,
Nice.
nice. Can we get nice in chat?
Nice.
Can we get nices in chat for the 69?
Alright, well, that's clearly not going to work anymore.
Can we get a that's the funny number in chat?
Oh,
Can we
Lyra's back to
I'm
Lyra
here.
is Lyra.
Yeah,
let me
so
roll
what
one.
happened?
I'm me.
What happened, folks,
I forgot.
is...
a new spell.
Oh, okay. Then you roll a 1d6. I was like, what the?
So who rolled... Oh, I guess, Guy, you're doing the recap.
Yeah, I said I'd do the recap anyway.
Yep, so take it away.
So last time on Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, we fucked around a lot, as we usually do. We wrapped up all of our affairs in Ulfast, gathered our stuff, hopped on an airship, and headed towards the magical college, which Lyra and Elliot were attending before we ever met. They were both magical students and were nearly to graduation before the war started, and they had to dodge the draft, which is what started our whole adventure. Excuse me. So we made it to the college. We met with the kind of keeper of peace, I guess, at the college. He took away all of our weapons. And Newsom was kind of like, this guy's pretty cool. I don't know. I could vibe with it. Turns out he teaches a class that was recommended to her. So, that's going to be fun and funky. He was very serious, and Nom asked him if he was ugly because he was wearing a full face covering. To which he did not deign to respond. So after we had turned in all of our potentially dangerous items, at least physically dangerous items, Elliot and Newsom were both given amulets to suppress some shape-shifting abilities, and then we headed into town to go to claim our rooms at one of the inns in town, and we found out that apparently one of Elliot's exes runs that said inn, and he was not interested in seeing her or reaping what he had sown, apparently. Newsom became incredibly fascinated with this because Elliot is incredibly tight-lipped about his history. So we headed to the inn, went to go chat with Elodie, and she was very nice, but also very sassy.
How do you
And
remember names so well?
Literally written down. Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't take notes last time. I do not
These
know
characters
why.
were just memorable.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at names.
Same.
I think Elodie stuck in my brain because it's similar to Elliot. So I made that connection in my tiny brain, and I was like, all right, Elodie exists in my brain. I do not remember the bookkeeper's name.
Aaron.
I think it was like Aaron. Okay.
Wait,
I was gonna say
do these all start with E?
No.
Elliot only dates people who have names that start with E.
Elliot has a
Look,
type.
it's his number one requirement. Okay.
We gotta be E and E. If we're not E and E, we can't date.
That's why him and Aaron broke up on such good terms, because he found out her name actually started with an A, and she was like, I totally understand, and then they broke up.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, she was probably like the first girlfriend because she was the high school girlfriend. So he hadn't made that like he hadn't decided that was what he needed in a relationship was a name that starts with E.
Elliot's just like, something ain't right here.
Yeah. It's I don't know, the cadence of our relationship isn't quite working out.
One of these red flags ain't matching to yours.
Yep. So we went to the inn to get settled. Newsom was told that if she spent 50 gold on food and alcohol, that Elodie would give her the tea, and she was like, done. Meanwhile, Elliot went to go pick up some books for Lyra from the local bookstore, which is also run by one of his exes, Aaron, but amicable exes. So he went to shop, and then Aaron was like, by the way, I have 12 gold worth of books on hold for Lyra from before you all left. So if you want to buy those and take them, go for it. So he did purchase those books for Lyra, and then Nom came running looking for him, screaming his name in the streets, and then blowing through the door to find him in the shop, and take him back to the inn. Face the reckoning. So everybody gathered at the inn, and we ended off with a glass being thrown at Elliot and shattering on the wall behind him. Yay! I think I covered all the main points.
I think you hit everything big.
Okay.
You talked about Voldemort, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. The one that they don't know who he likes is back again to cause more chaos.
Yeah. Well, specifically, I said that he was the guy that Nom asked if he was ugly.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part.
Are you ugly? Leave it to Nom to say what everybody else is thinking. Always.
AJ,
Hell yeah.
Furry doesn't exist because it's Wolfiot.
No, I'm
That's
furry.
true.
All right.
Furry.
Yeah.
So as we begin the game, Elliot, you walk through the door as a glass smashes against the wall next to your head. You son of a bitch! You think you have any right to come back in here?
I was told I had to be here. I'd happily wait outside.
Well, get out there with the dogs and the chickens then.
Cool. Ellie's just gonna like turn foot and walk out the door.
Nom grabs Elliot and goes, No. I need my drinking partner. Come on.
Does it have to be here?
Well, I'm already halfway drunk here, so.
Fine. Gotta give Lyra these books anyways. Holds up the big box of books.
Lyra had kind of forgotten that she had all these books on like on hold, and her eyes go like wide, big saucers, and it's like, oh my god. Takes them from you immediately, like sets up shop in a corner here, makes herself all comfortable, and is just gonna start with the one on top and make her way through.
Elliot's gonna pull the fan fiction out of his back pocket. Oh yeah, and I think this is the next one.
Oh my god. She's gonna snatch that.
Yeah, okay.
So, Voldemort kind of walks up as Lyra snatches. He goes, "So, I'm gonna get going. Elliot, don't burn down the town."
Try not to. I think it's more likely she'll try to burn it down with me in it, but
I might.
As
Yeah,
sort
but,
of like
you know, she
glances
owns-
over his shoulder.
She owns the place, so it's within her rights.
Doesn't own the other ones.
Oh, that's fair. Well, just don't let her catch you at a different bar.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I gotta head out and go get ready for tonight. You guys should all come down to the main campus tonight. There's a kind of a little impromptu introduction to all the clubs. People are setting up booths. I think there's gonna be free food.
Before you go, do you want me to burn down the town? Because I could.
I'm not in charge of you, so I don't care what you do.
Oh, okay.
Are you in charge of me?
Elliot, you have someone in charge of you.
Well,
You know, I can't say I'm
let me
surprised.
rephrase. I've known Elliot long enough that by this point I'm wholeheartedly responsible for him. So, you know, I gotta do what good friends do.
That's true.
Look
Elliot,
out for him.
I'll burn down the building for you.
Sounds good.
You just you
Sounds
feel
good.
just like the slightest. You feel a presence looming behind you, and you just hear a voice say, "You'll do what now, sweetheart?"
What? I don't remember what I just said.
Something about burning the tavern down.
I said that?
I don't. Well, you know, it's between you and this cast iron pan I got here to see whether or not you said it. So, what do you think?
A cast iron. I think I could take it.
Lulin, I would like to do a perception check to see if it's properly seasoned.
But I have to roll something first. You're lucky. You feel this frying pan whiff by the back of your head.
Well, I was gonna say Nam's now expecting her to hit him with the frying pan, so can he lift up the bag?
Just catch it.
Can I roll something for that?
Roll me acrobatics. Lulin, this pan is well seasoned.
Oh, she knows what she's doing.
And now it is gone. As Nom just turns around and holds up the bag and her arm goes inside, comes back out, no pan. Well, I've been using that pan for about 5 years, so you better get that pan back.
I know, it looked very well seasoned.
Nah.
That pan exactly.
That pan exactly.
All
It's
right,
a
I'll
family
try,
heirloom.
Nam will go and try and get it back.
Elliot sort of like rolls his eyes. Yeah, heirloom.
I got a 22 on that.
You pulled the
on
exact same pan back out. Also,
There you
Elliot,
go.
aren't you outside with the dogs and the chickens?
No, he had to go in with the books.
Yeah, he didn't leave.
Oh.
Don't
Okay,
swing
I'll
this
stop
at me
you.
again, though, because it might hurt me.
It will hurt you if I swing it again, darling.
Hey, it might go in the bag again if you swing it again. So just keep that in mind.
I might put you in that bag.
That would kill him.
That would kill
Newsom
me.
just says from like behind her.
All right. Well, you tell that cretin now. You tell Elliot. She says, knowing he's right there, that he can order beer, but it's going to be an extra 50% on the top for the house for him. Call it a retribution tax.
Elliot,
Retribution for
she
what?
said
I'm gonna
that
go
you
get
can
dinner
get.
ready. And she kind
I
of walks
know,
off,
Nom.
leaving you guys there.
She told me to tell you. I figured I'd tell you.
Well, yeah, I heard her.
Well,
What
I mean,
did
it's
you do to this woman?
Bruh. Would you keep dating her? She nearly hit Nom.
yeah, but I wouldn't have started. So why'd you start?
No, I'm feeling like maybe it's a you two problem, like the attitude or something.
I feel like you might have a problem with getting to know someone before you seal the deal, you know?
It's
don't
just
know.
gonna walk away. Like, he's not even gonna respond.
I don't know if people get this vindictive over like short periods of time, you know?
Elliot's gone. He's out the door. I don't know where he's going, but he's going.
I think that Lyra didn't catch any of what happened. She's just reading. Like she's in her own world.
In the book zone.
Yeah, in the book zone. In the library, if you will.
The library is where Lyra is, not the other way around.
You know it.
Well, there was a place in town that Elodie said that we could sell some of our dragon stuff, so that might be a good starting point.
She said you could probably sell it to the climbing club, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know that
just
should be
remember-
information that I have, not that I'm asking you,
Yeah.
but
I just remembered asking, and she mentioned that there was probably somewhere that we could sell at least some of it. And then we can sell it to the bank, but we will we won't get the full price, or we can find places to sell each of the parts to potentially get like the full amount for them, depending on what we want to, how much we want to finagle things.
very true. Very true.
That being said,
love
I think we
finagling.
we should definitely at least find a place to sell all of the fangs for full price, because that's a majority of the money. Because each of those is like 1,000 gold, and I got 4 of those.
I like that idea. And I do want to keep a little bit of like the blood. Just
For sure.
In case we need it for something.
Yeah. You never know what you might need dragon blood for.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it'd be really good for disguising our scents. Well, maybe not mine.
Well, what's
but-
the blood type of the dragon blood?
I don't know how to test dragon blood types. What do I look like? A medical professional?
Lyra sort of looks up from her book and is like, "True, you might need it for a transfusion. We should test and see if it's."
Lyra, why are you reading at a time like this? Get a drink. Get a drink.
You know how some people have like a lot of fun partying and drinking? This is that for me. This is great. This is the happiest I will be. You know?
Hey, I mean, you do you, man. You do you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
takes another like huge swig.
Lyra cheers her book. Like she like
And Nom like
book.
Nom was like standing on a table and he just like falls backward.
So, Voldemort looks at you all, he's like, so, yeah, see you around, and just walks out the door.
I thought you were
Alright.
gone already.
I'm not, but, you're looking pretty gone, little buddy.
I am.
Sorry, when did you say that the event in downtown happens? I didn't
It's
catch the time.
Not downtown, it's going to be up at the campus center.
Oh, gotcha.
And then, I don't know, a couple hours, probably.
Like
Got it.
2:30.
People will there's no real official start time. It's just kind of like well, I'm sure Elliot and Lyra remember, people just kind of start showing up, and then once a couple booths are up, students start coming out for food. Then it kind of all circles back. I think that the lacrosse team's putting on like an impromptu scrimmage,
Oh, okay.
kind of entertain the
Those-
crowd.
Don't those guys suck?
The game's pretty fun to watch. You haven't seen that
okay.
many Revivify spells in one place until you've seen the lacrosse game.
You look like the type of guy to be on a
They
lacrosse
kill
team.
each other? That sounds awesome. What?
Listen, the players themselves suck, but the game itself, great fun to watch.
Oh my god.
Can we be drunk there?
Are you of age?
Hell if I know.
Arguably, yes.
Yeah.
I'm very mature for my age.
Aren't kobolds of your age like 11?
I'm at least 5.
I guess just don't tell anyone your age. Or bring your own alcohol. I don't think anyone's going to stop you.
I mean, I'm a pretty good liar. I think I could do it.
Fair.
I think I pull off a very astute adult look.
Well, kind of. You got the whole, scar thing going on. That helps.
Yeah,
Makes
I
you
get
look a
that
little
a
bit
lot.
older.
That's what my mom told me as well.
How'd you get the scar, little dude?
Um,
Fall down
I
the
think I
stairs or
got-
something?
No, I got like stuck in a hole once, and there was like a tooth on the side of the hole, and the tooth really dug into me. Actually, that might have not been a hole. That might have just been a monster that almost ate me, now that I think about it.
Well, if it was in the ground, it was probably a tunnel shark. We got some in the mountains around here.
You know what? It probably was one of those.
What are they? I don't remember what they're officially called. You can probably ask in the magic.
It was either that or like a
zoology class.
baby that turned into a demon or something. Don't trust children. I hate them little shits.
Okay.
Lulin perks his head up from like a cookbook that he found in a pile of books. He's like, yeah, that's happened to us 2 times now. We don't trust
3.
children. 3? 3.
I
3 times.
still don't trust that one with the dog.
Well, I think that one was just a little
No.
kid that was making fun of you. Like, that one didn't try to kill us, per se.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, there's still time.
Okay,
There's still
guys.
time.
Well, I'm gonna head out and get ready for the presentation before I become implicated in a crime after the fact. You guys
Yeah,
have a
you
great
get outta
rest of your
here.
day. And he turns around and just power walks out the door.
Is he like moving his hips too, like a mom?
Dude, he's like Phil Dunphy power walking.
Yeah, but like, is he doing like the?
No.
Is he?
Chat, for those of you who can't see the cameras, Ferret just stood up and shook his ass.
like a little hussy.
No, like a bold ass bitch who's owning
No,
their
like a-
body, okay?
Like a principal at a school.
Like a
they walk
little
down.
hussy.
They're like walking like this.
Why did your principal walk like that?
You've never. Come on, man. With the heels, and they're like walking down. You had to be there.
You had to be there.
This dude.
Oh.
Right as he goes out the door, like power walking, Elliot is now power walking next to him. I know it is impossible to get out of a conversation with him, isn't it?
Valdemar just looks over at Elliot and he goes, "Oh, are you coming on my power walk home with me?"
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic. I'm
Anywhere
gonna
but
take
there.
It's not that I don't want to talk to you anymore, but I am gonna take a nifty little. And before he says the word shortcut, he dimension doors just away from you.
Denied.
Like you're walking next to him, looking at him, and you guys are looking at each other and having a good time, and then suddenly you see the portal open and he's just gone, and you're walking by yourself down the street.
Dang, he cut himself off on purpose. He totally had control of when that portal would show up.
Is this just
God, he's been
drunkenly
kidnapped.
slurring this from the door of the tavern?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Dang, he left you in the dust. And then he walks back in and slams the door behind him.
We were like jumped a little bit.
All right, all you folks hungry?
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So what we get? What we got here? We got lamb stew, and she puts a pot that is far too large for her to be able to lift on the counter.
Does she need a hand lifting? Music
No,
can like
she doesn't
Oh,
look at
okay.
all concerned.
You're like one of
Got
them ants. I heard they can lift way more than their size.
Well, you know, I am a graduate of the college, and you learn magic that helps you out.
Like ant magic. You know ant magic.
Anyways,
where do I learn ant magic?
we got
I don't think
collard.
ants are magical, knob.
We got collard greens picked locally with all the fixins. Couple potatoes for y'all, and then we got a great peach cobbler in the back for dessert. So you guys just let me know when you're ready for that.
I'm ready for that.
Well, you eat your dinner first, little guy. You clean your plate, I'll let you have some peach cobbler.
Yes, ma'am.
Lulin's too excited to try out these foods.
Nom grabs a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Lyra's also.
Yeah,
going
are we
to,
just
briefly surface and eat some food?
Is it like buffet style, or is it like
Yeah, are we like
family
ladling
buffet?
it to ourselves?
Yeah, it's pretty much
Okay.
buffet style, set out on your table for you guys.
Lyra doesn't even need to leave her book corner. Newsom will bring her a bowl and then
Nice.
sit down next to her.
You can tell that Lyra is like wanting to go get food. Before this, Lyra's like wanting to go get food, but she's also like still reading, so she's sort of leaning towards the food, but like slowly.
Nom sits down right across from you and is just like dead staring at you guys while he's eating.
Oh,
I think Newsom will just kind of like lean back against the wall and like eat her stew and just be like, "So which one did you start with? What are we consuming?"
the fanfiction. Lyra's like, well, I was gonna do the book for the book club because I have to read that by the book club. I have 2 days though, but then Elliot handed me this, and you don't know how hard it is to get your hands on these. They only write one.
So do the fan fiction writers all exist here? Is this where fan fiction comes from?
Well, no, they're all over the place. In fact, the one I'm reading with my magical Kindle is not published. That's just someone just writing that. I don't know who they are.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Newsom just kind of like turns from looking at Lyra for the conversation and just like looks at Nom and is like, "Are you okay?" Like,
no, I'm good. I'm great. I'm good.
This is like more eye
How are
contact than
you?
I've seen you make in a long time.
So, as you guys are eating this lamb stew, the first couple bites taste pretty normal. They're pretty standard as far as lamb stew is concerned. But the more you're eating, the more you're realizing that the aftertaste, as you take a bite of it, it tastes like normal lamb stew. And then it gets a little bit spicy, and at the very end of it, it gets nice. The aftertaste is nice and sweet and savory. It makes you want another bite.
Me, Brando wants that. me wants that.
You don't put sauce on stew?
No, but that sounds good. That sounds good.
No, I'm responding to chat that says, "Where's the lamb sauce?" It's in the stew.
Lamb is already in sauce, silly.
It's in the stew.
Addictive stew.
I guess. Do I think that this might be magic in any way? Like, is there magic sort of infused in this stew, or is it just a good
Based
stew?
on the cooking you had from her in college, you know that Elodie loves to go out around the campus and pick magical herbs to mix into her recipes.
Ooh, okay. I think Lyra's gonna say, "Oh, this is lovely. What did you pick for this one? Anything special?"
Oh, there's a little bit of Dreamleaf in there, a little bit of Firethorn.
Do I know anything about these herbs and what they do?
Roll me a nature check.
Alrighty. Nature.
Does it taste like fire?
That's what's giving it the spice. Nom.
I was asking that outside of character.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
unnatural
no,
would've been
not
like-
not really. Not really.
Yo, this shit got fire in it.
I mean, technically, you gotta cook it with fire.
So you would know that Dreamleaf is a soft blue-green herb with a mild, dreamy flavor that is used to add a touch of sweetness to dishes. while firethorn is a bold, fiery herb that is used sparingly due to its intense flavor and ability to add heat to a dish.
All right. Oh, that's lovely. Did you find a good patch of it somewhere around?
Well, some of the things that I use more often, I actually started growing up in the vines around the outside of the building.
Oh, how lovely. Maybe I'll take a peek next time and see what else you've got growing.
What if someone were to get that in their eyes?
I'd imagine it hurt. I mean, firethorn is, a key ingredient in a lot of fire resistance and fire aspect potions. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Interesting, okay. And then Nam takes out a notepad and writes it down.
Yep. If you need any idea on what to put in recipes, Lyra and Elliot know I majored in magic gastronomy, so I'm more than willing to help you out.
I'm sure Lulin would definitely be interested in that.
Yeah, are you looking for any students?
No. I don't teach, sweetheart. I'm just happy to help you if you're looking for ways to spice up the recipes you already have. Get that son of a bitch in here and make him eat before he dies of starvation.
Okay. I can go look for him. I've already finished one bowl. Newsom gets up and goes.
No, I'll go. And then Nam trips and just.
Oh my god. I'll take him up to the room when I get back. I will go out and survey the immediate area. Is Elliot anywhere nearby, or are you fully gone?
Man's just walking around in the street.
Just outside, or
Yeah.
Just pacing back and forth.
hey, Elliot, you're
yeah?
you're unbanned. Come eat.
Nice. Sounds good.
The banana pill went through.
I'm
I
so
think
glad
that
I
when
got
you
my
walk-
appeal.
When you walk back in, you see Lyra's trying to lift Nom at least onto the comfy spot that she's made for herself, so he's not on the ground.
Elliot's gonna go over and just try to pick Nam up to take him to the room. Just as a sigh.
Nam snaps awake for Elliot. Let's drink.
Yeah, for sure.
we better let him sleep it off so we can go to the.
Yeah, but there are so many
Club
clubs
fair.
that I feel like Nam would love.
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
Nam
the
can't
in a
fit
couple
club.
hours,
Can't
so...
miss club night.
No.
Lulin, isn't there anything you could do about this? Lulin.
Remember, alcoholism isn't a curse.
But it is a disease.
It is in fact a disease. I mean, I can if you really want me to.
Yeah, just patch him up. We'll take him to the club. Actually, probably wait till we're about to leave.
Actually,
Yeah. As Elliot just sort of throws Nam onto the bench.
considering
Well,
that,
when we leave.
considering that there's anti-magic, I don't know if I'm actually able to.
Oh, that's true.
So I think
Elliot's
he's gonna
gonna
have
do-
to actually sleep this one out.
Elliot's gonna do a little
Or-
prestidigitation. Is it anti-magic here?
Your prestidigitation does not work.
Oh.
Anybody else want to try?
Yes, I will. I
sure.
will try.
Your prestidigitation also does not work.
Oh, okay.
What about Lyra's?
Lyra's works perfectly fine.
I must be on good behavior.
I think we're extra
Rude.
suppressed.
Can
I'm
Nam
not
try
suppressed.
Does
prestidigitation?
Nom know prestidigitation?
No.
Sure. Roll me Arcana.
Okay.
Before you do, though.
Okay.
Before you decide if you want to keep going with that roll.
Okay.
You sure you want to do this?
Yes. Answer is
I mean-
always yes when that question is asked.
Yeah. Whenever Nam's involved and that question is asked, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Unless I kill the entire party again, because that would suck.
Phenomenal.
Roll me a D100.
My God.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wild
Oh boy,
magic
we're
table.
rolling
That's
dice.
that's slightly above average.
Uh,
Right in the middle.
Nom,
That's not a good look on PT's face. That's that was an uh-oh.
for the next 5 hours, you are one size smaller. Your gear does not change with you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What does that make you?
Because
Aren't you
tiny.
a small creature?
That makes him tiny. Nom is about 8 inches tall right now.
Oh my god.
You just watch as Nom waves his hands and says the words and casts this spell, and then you just watch as he slowly begins to shrink as his clothes pile up around him.
No, he wakes up for a second. He goes, "Wait, I want to try that too." Pazzow!
And then he just, the way, from where he's laying on the ground when he casts the spell, unless one of you guys goes and checks on him, it looks like Nom has just disappeared and his gear is all that remains.
No, Newson's definitely gonna crouch down and like, because we saw him shrinking, like, and be like, "Oh my god, how did you do that?"
Do
Wow,
I
that's
want to
kinda
use? Do I
impressive,
want to
actually.
use a tiny voice for this?
How do you do a gruff accent but tiny?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, he sounds like the god of the lost. Which I guess is thematically accurate for Nom, but
I think
So
we're
where are we
gonna
going?
need like, I think we're gonna need like a to make like a washcloth toga or something.
so
Yeah.
funnily enough, because he was allowed to keep the mimic armor can actually size down with him.
Oh, there you go.
So his cloak and all of his weapons in his pack, because he doesn't have any of his weapons and all of his items are too big for him, but the mimic armor still fits perfectly.
Well, that's good at least.
He's
guess
also
I'll-
passed out on the ground underneath it. He doesn't even know he's shrunk yet.
I guess
How'd
Newson
you
will
guys get
just
so big?
buddy, you're the small one, and she's just gonna kind of like, do that thing that you do when you're like trying to get like something to crawl onto your hand, where you kind of like scoot your fingertips like near to it, and like pick up all of the regular sized stuff.
Hey, Elliot, is Jeffrey summoned right now?
Yeah.
So, Nom, as you're being lifted up in your drunken state, you just see Jeffrey's just tracking you with his eyes.
Oh no.
Nom hops on Omni.
Omni is still too small for you to ride.
Oh, yeah, I guess 8 inches is still pretty big compared to Omni.
But hear me out. Lulin hands Nom a toothpick.
Oh.
Yeah, 8 inches is way too big.
I think like 4
So-
inches or like
It's about average.
It's probably
Yeah.
about good.
Big even, you could
It
say.
would be, I think in perspective to about 8 inches, which is like about that big, Omni would be like the size of a like medium dog.
Here, I have the perfect example. Aurora, come here. Hi. Yeah, come here. Get up here. Get up here. Come here. Come here.
It
She's
depends
like,
on how big of a mouse Omni
she is
to be
like,
fair.
I will not be fucking lifted. She ran over all happy and I wrapped an arm around her waist and she went, no.
She said no, thank you.
No thank. Not today. Come back later. Alright.
Well,
But Nom, you are shrunk. You guys have a couple hours if you want to go check things out around town.
yeah. Well, I
He's
think we
gonna
should try and
cast
find.
in code thoughts.
Your spell does
On,
not work.
Oh.
Oh.
No magic, not just transmutation magic. That's rude.
All right. What are you guys doing?
What happens if we take the amulets off? Eh?
Probably can't.
I'm gonna try. I just want to see what happens if I like lift it, as if I'm gonna like take it back off over my head.
So you lift it to take it back off over your head, and nothing happens.
Like I can't lift it, or
No.
nothing,
Like you lift it off over your head.
Okay. If I like set it down in front of me and then try and do like prestidigitation.
You cast the spell flawlessly.
Got it.
Rude.
Are you leaving
Well, you
the
can-
amulet off or putting it back on?
No, I'll put it back on.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Let me pull up.
Wait, PT.
Yes.
Nam is going to cast Disguise Self as himself, but 1 foot taller. So now he's not as small.
So now he's 1 foot 8 inches.
Yeah.
Now he is half his normal height.
That's honestly 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What did you
That's a
roll?
13.
13? You realize as you slide it back on over your head that it was making a dull whine until you put it back on.
Oh, okay. Well, you can cast magic if you take the amulet off.
Elliot sort of like looks out the window. Anybody coming?
When you look out the window, you see that 10 feet from the front of the building, standing there, is one of the Bastion Warforged. Just standing there silently.
Was it there before?
It was not.
Yep. Yeah. Cool.
This one noticeably has what is very clearly a bunch of places that have been spray painted. Well, not spray painted, but like painted on its shield and then painted over.
Like someone's been graffitiing it?
Yes, because when they're not active, they're just immobile. So Elliot and Lyra, you would know that it's actually a pretty common like rite of passage amongst new students to see how big of something they can paint on one of the Warforged before Brennan takes over the Warforged and grabs a hold of them.
Love it.
And you also know he does quite a bit of repainting.
That's great.
You ought to just leave them colorful. At some point, everyone's gonna paint over it over and over again.
They would know that the things that a lot of students scribble on these things is not things of beauty.
That's a bunch of dicks.
Or, things in the past would be things that be say like fuck minotaurs.
Fair enough.
A little bit of hate crimes. Just a
Just
little.
a tad hate crimey.
It's an elven college. A lot of them are gonna hate minotaurs. But apparently more of them are gonna hate Elliot, so.
Depends on, we don't know how many evil exes Elliot has. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Manic Pixie Dream Boy.
It's gonna work just like Malum's kids. For anyone who doesn't know how that works, that's a shame, but I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm just gonna keep saying numbers.
Drawing a mustache on one of the Warforged would be something that is considerably difficult considering how tall they are. These things cannot fit in buildings. They easily stand a foot or two over Lulin.
And Lulin big.
Yeah, Lulin like 8 feet tall.
8.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
He's a big boy.
Briefly for chat and the other players, here's some cat purring content.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was a solid purr.
That's a good motor. That's a good motor. Honestly. Yeah,
Ogre.
to remind people of how massive Lulin is, he's 8.5 feet tall and a big hunk and 610 pounds.
Yeah. He's a big, thick cow.
He's a
He's one
minotaur.
big
Don't you
dude.
dare call him a cow
One-
again. How dare you? What the fuck, Sky?
It's cow time.
It's such an insulting thing to say to the minotaur.
I didn't say it to him, I said it about him.
Ah,
And
yes,
also
because
she's
that
related,
makes it better.
so-
I can say it because I'm also a minotaur, so there.
Also
It's
doesn't make it
different.
better.
They're reclaiming the word cow.
Yeah, we're reclaiming cow.
All right. Moving right along.
But yeah, I
Alright.
figure we can check out, maybe try and go by the climbing club and see what stuff we can sell them. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I don't know. Do you guys like teeth for like sticking in the walls, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know actually why they would need them. I'm sure we'll find out though.
Yeah. But that's probably like along the way.
Well, it's
Plus,
probably
I guess it
it's
gives
probably
us-
safe to assume the climbing club will be at the club rally.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have money to buy things though.
We could get a bid on it. and
I
see.
guess that's fair.
Dusan starts an auction club and just has a bidding war in the middle of the college on her first day.
Sold to that guy over there for way too much money. You guys are too rich.
Malum puts down his paddle and takes the dragon fangs away.
We can finally
Sold
get our
to
money
that
back.
fucking guy.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So I kind of gave you a list of the shops that you saw last time you were walking down the street. I can go around those again. I can go over those again for you guys.
Probably.
So the shops that you guys saw walking on your way to Fairy's Folly were the Arcane Menagerie, the Healing Herb, the Book Nook, Sorcerer's Threads, the Enchantment Emporium, Enchanted Melody, the Mystic, and Adventure Depot.
We
I
like
mean,
have
as
that
we're
as a list
walking
in our
by-
notes.
Yes, you can.
Sick.
And also, while we're walking by the one that sounded like has animals in it, the Emporium, do we see anything like cute in the window?
There are lots of magical creatures in this window. What do you consider cute? What are you looking for?
You see a
I don't know,
reflection and it's
more just
not.
like, is it like cute enough that I would go over and say like, "Oh my god, you guys, look how cute it is." Or alternatively, wow, guys, look how messed up that thing looks.
Is PT pulling out the book?
Double.
Oh, the humanity!
I'm not pulling
Oh,
out
there's
the
a
book.
thing in the
Actually, I'm
jar.
giving you guys a list of shops, but
Do you know what book I'm talking about?
I do. The fantasy creature book.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Hell yeah.
It's nearby.
On hand.
Lyra, as you look through the window of this magic creature shop, you notice that the windows are relatively opaque, so you can't really see through them too well. Everything looks kind of distorted.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
But you've been in this shop before, and you know the only reason that they look that way is because the entire shop on the inside is under a spell, so that the inside of the shop is actually like its own full-size terrarium.
Ooh,
It's like a pocket dimension.
okay. Oh,
So as soon as you
interesting.
step
Okay.
through the door, you step into what is essentially a localized biosphere.
That's very cool. Lyra, as they're walking by, just kind of points it out and says, "They have some crazy little critters in there. It's a cool shop. We should go in at some point, but we don't have to do it now."
In my experience, it's best after the fourth shot.
That's true. That's true. That's how you end up.
Oh
with-
my god, drunk pet shopping? That sounds dangerous.
It's okay, they usually accept returns.
Sidebar: in my grad program, two students from my program got drunk, went to like a pet adoption place, and both got cats.
Oh my god.
Love it
Well,
for
yeah,
them.
that's because they're nerds. I was gonna say what their major was, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
Damn.
I'm not seeing a huge problem with this unless they're not allowed to have cats.
No, that's fine. No, it's just funny that they both went and got cats when I think only one of them was looking.
Yeah, that's kind of like me with my friends getting tattoos. I don't go looking, but I always end up with one.
Absolutely.
Homies make purchases together.
True.
Adopt pets together.
Alrighty. Do any of those shops suit your fancy?
Did they get hold on.
Oh, yeah, they did get put in your notes. Hang on. There you go, nerds. My bad.
There we go. That's much better.
Configure permissions. All players are owner. You guys can now update that information with anything you learn about the shops. So if you guys actually keep your notes on that, it will also help me know what you guys remember about shops.
Okay.
Actually, can you guys create journal entries?
I don't
I don't think
so.
so.
No.
Jinx.
Damn. If you could have, I would have given you all a folder for you to take notes in, so you never would have had to look for them.
That would be sick nasty.
I mean, I guess technically you could create note sections and then make them editable by us and just name them our names.
I'll see if there's a better module for it before next week. And
Yeah.
if I can find a good note module, we might use that. Also, Foundry updated without breaking, and I'm very happy.
Let's go.
Go.
For now, whoa, you better knock on wood or something.
Ow.
I don't feel like there's anything that I necessarily need to look at immediately. Something that would also be nice to get added to this is the names of the bars. Because I remember, like, one of them was dragon named. And one of them was it Fairy? The one that we're staying at is like
The Fairy's
Fairy
Folly.
something. Yeah, Fairy's Folly.
Put that in there.
I think the other one was like the
Oh, they
Wonderful
already
Wicket.
yeah, they already added all the
Bees was one of
One
them,
of
I
you
think.
already added all the bars to it.
Beautiful.
Lula's gonna perk up. I kind of want to stop at the healing herb and the book nook.
These are all these are all bars?
Yes.
What part of college town do you get?
Listen, I've never really like lived on campus or anything. I didn't know.
You know, after tasting her
So
cooking, and minotaurs don't really use. We don't really have magical herbs out there. If we do, they're mostly just used for supplements and potions. We never really thought to cook with them. So I'm very
Medicine
interested
is
in
food.
learning to cook with magical herbs.
Well, it seems like you could definitely take classes on it, and I'm never going to say no to even better Lulan cooking, personally.
I feel like you don't use enough blood sausage, but like that might be personal opinion.
You are obsessed with blood sausage.
It's just good.
Feel like, you
I
should
really
run your
realized how good
horizons.
until like
If
recently too.
if you give
Yeah.
me the blood sausage, I'll make you blood sausage.
If
I'll
I get
prep
the
it, I'll
blood
spice it.
sausage,
Yeah.
great. Elliot opens the bag of holding and pulls out just a string of blood sausages.
I'm
Here you go.
like, there's not a kitchen now. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You said it. I got the blood sausage.
Just
All right.
keep them in the bag of holding until we find a house. We'll prioritize a nice kitchen for Lulan.
Good. As he puts away the blood sausage.
You get a snort and a little huff of clouded smoke comes out of Lilith's nostrils. Probably spooks somebody nearby.
Hey, not Matt Lore. Thanks for the sub, my guy.
Oh, I know him.
What a beautiful.
I don't.
We are looking to sell the dragon stuff, or at least the.
Yeah, but that's going to be at the club fair.
stuff.
Unless Elliot takes
And
you over to
actually-
the bank.
Elliot did tell them about the bank.
Yes.
Elliot's like, in fact, we might even, if we got there early, I would be able to check in with some old friends. I got to check in with a couple of different clubs.
I mean, we can pop into the. You said you wanted to go into the healing herb right now, Lulan, or do you want to go later?
I mean, it doesn't matter when. I would just like to go into the healing herb in the book nook.
We can always. I mean, the book
Hey.
nook's right across the road from where we're staying, so we can go there
Okay.
anytime.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Winter Horizon, thanks for the sub.
Go.
All right. We're at about an hour and a half, and Dungeon Doggo has been whining to go out a lot. So I'm gonna let her out. We're gonna take our quick 5-minute bio break, and then when
Sounds
we
like a
come
plan.
back, shopping.
Woo!
A little bit at least.
All right. We will see everybody soon. See you in a bit. crack ever you see. Somehow the world will change for me and get us
Be so
copyrighted.
wonderful.
It's all for real.
Wait,
I'm telling you,
listen to this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Now chat with
That
the
was-
visual.
that could
Now
have-
chat with the stunning visual.
Yours got filtered out. That's
I
tragic.
know it did, but to be fair, I only said the stunning visual.
True. Honestly, Ferret, yours could have been recorded in a studio. That was the crispest.
It was
It
actually
was so
ferrets.
crispy.
Ferrets
This
crispy.
tastes like shit.
Not a
Ferrets-
Diet Coke guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen
Say the
ferret,
brand.
gentlemen
That will never
ferrets,
be sponsored,
crispy
Sky.
crack was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Don't say crispy crack.
Don't tell me what to do.
This does not taste right.
If your crack is crispy, please don't.
Please see a doctor.
Yes, if your crack is crispy, you've heard it here from both Brando and PT. Please
The
go see a
Grand
doctor.
Canyon, the Grand
I'm trying
Canyons,
to eat my Monster Munch,
the
okay?
Grand
Don't make me-
Canyons
I
are
don't-
pretty crispy crack.
I
I'm
usually
not
do like
entirely
Diet
convinced.
Coke.
Which
But
is
this
Back
why-
on topic. You guys were going shopping. Oh, dad jokes. Hang on, we've got a redemption.
Which is why
Time
it's
for
one of the
everybody
best.
to suffer.
This tastes like it was sitting in a car.
All right, chat.
like a
Your
week.
dad joke of the day is: why are basketball players such messy eaters?
Why?
They're always dribbling.
Heh.
Ah.
Cheers to that.
My first thought was they're always dropping balls, but I don't know why that would make them messy eaters. I almost got Ferret there.
Man, you know, I'm such a messy eater. My balls are everywhere all the time.
We're going back to that trend on
Moving
TikTok
right
where
along.
Grandma's like,
All right. So you guys are going shopping. Which store did you said you wanted to head to first?
What trend on TikTok?
I'll message it to you.
I want to go to the
No,
healing
it's
herb.
just trend, right? We just like dump everything on the table. Is that what you're talking about, Sky?
No.
No.
No, the one where they talk about their balls.
So, Lulin and whoever else is going with him, you make your way to the healing herb, which is just up the street from where you are. As you are walking up the street, roll me a D100.
Heck yeah.
Who?
All of us or just one?
Just whoever, just one person. I only need one. Ooh, a
94.
94. That's big. Big number. High number.
Big number for big man.
Big high man.
As you are walking up to the shop, you see a group of students wearing relatively fine clothes off to the side, and you hear them having a conversation about how they don't like how the poor of the city are being treated since the Elven army returned, so they are planning an act of civil disobedience.
Ooh. Maybe we should get in on that.
We
Lulu's
just
just gonna.
got here.
Yeah, Lulu's gonna look at the students, just be like, "Right on, man. Fuck them up."
One of them looks back at you as they kick their feet up onto the table, and you realize it's a satyr, and he goes, "Yeah, dude, rock on."
Lulu fist bumps him.
He just fist bumps you as you go by, and then he goes back. He's like, "So, guys, what should we do? Yeah, what are you thinking? Like, we can have like a jam during like the opening ceremonies of the school or something? How you want to do it?"
Drugs.
Nah, dude. Those are for personal use, not anti-government use. And
Anti-government drugs.
And are you continuing to just head into the healing herb?
Yeah.
So when you head into the healing herb, it's a small shop with a couple wooden tables out front. The wooden tables are relatively... They seem relatively old and weathered. They have a couple chairs around them. That's where the students were sitting talking about the protests. And as you head inside, the inside feels just like a small town flower shop. You hear the ding as a bell rings as you walk in. There's plants covered as far as the eye can see. It looks like there's a couple, like, you see a couple pipes running above all the plants with holes in them that have magical runes carved into the side of them that every once in a while are releasing spritzes of water down onto these plants.
Cute.
Before walking in, Loon's gonna look at like the ceiling and acknowledge whether he has to duck.
You do not.
Okay.
You do not. The top of this building is not actually an ordinary ceiling. It is an arched and peaked greenhouse roof.
Lula's just gonna forefront just be like, this is what I want to add to my house. And he's just in awe and amazement.
Elliot, roll me a D100.
You got it, boss.
All right. As you head inside, you hear a voice from the back. I'll be there in 1 minute.
Oh. Take your time. No rush.
After a while, a relatively short for an elf, so like 5'9", woman walks out. She has short cut blonde hair with streaks of red in it, and she walks out wearing a smock and a large heavy set of leather gloves. And she walks up to you as she takes the gloves off and kind of throws them over her shoulder, and she goes, hello, what can I help you with today?
Hello. I'm looking for some magic herbs to practice cooking with.
Oh?
Where I'm from, we don't really cook with magical herbs. And coming here, I've already tasted a few dishes where you guys actually cook with them, and it tasted very, very good. As being a good chef, I want to practice and hope my skills and learn some new things. So I want to try some basic and amateur dishes with some magical herbs.
Okay. What kind of thing can I what kind of herbs can I get for you then?
What would you suggest?
Oh, well, I'm not much of a cook. I just grow plants. But I do keep a couple things on hand for Elodie down the street.
Okay.
I'm almost out of Firethorn, and she does have the last of it ordered, but I could sell you some Star Blossom.
Sure, that sounds nice.
She kind of like walks over to a shelf and she pulls down a glass jar with a plant in it, and the petals of this plant are glowing brightly and kind of shifting like they're stars.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of brings it over to you and she sets it on the counter and she goes, so you can pick the petals as long as you leave 2 or 3 flowers on the plant. It should be fine. You're going to want to leave it out during the day so that it can recharge on sunlight, but it should add kind of a spicy, pungent flavor to your dishes. Be very careful though. If it does get cold, it will die.
Noted.
But I can sell you this for probably 2 gold.
That's fine. Do you happen to have any just like normal herbs like thyme?
Oh, sage, thyme.
Yeah.
I have plenty of all of those. I can actually sell you those by the bag. I pick them and dry them myself.
Okay, if I could just get like a menagerie bundle, just assortment of herbs.
I'll get you an assorted herb bag. That'll be another 5 silver.
Okay. Lulu will just hand her 3 gold and tell her to just keep the change.
She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, thank you." And she kind of looks at you and she goes, "So I'm sorry, I haven't seen a minotaur before. You must be new."
Yes. We're starting our enrollment here in a few days.
Oh, well, that's
the name's
fantastic. Lulin, my name is Rose.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Rose.
Pleasure to meet you, Lulin. I do look forward to seeing you again. Are you taking any classes related to plants at the college?
I'm planning on it, yes.
Oh, Well, depending on what you take, you may see me again. I do provide live specimens to the classes, especially for a lot of the more carnivorous plants.
Okay.
But is there anything else I can get for you?
Illumin's thought carnivorous plants. The fuck? No, I think that's gonna be all. Thank you very much.
Of course. Have a wonderful day. And she kind of like, she packages all your stuff up in kind of a canvas bag. And the canvas bag has just a single leaf surrounded by like a magical glow on it. And she passes it over to you.
Lulin's absolutely here for this.
What is everybody else doing?
Sniffing.
Sniffing
yeah,
around?
I guess anything like catch my eye is like particularly interesting. Like
No,
anything sparkly.
That's the most news in line you could have said. Sniffing.
It seems like a lot of the plants out here are more of just your standard variety magical plants.
Are there any that can make Nom normal height again?
One side will make you grow taller. The other side will make you grow smaller.
What if
Is
I
there
wink
an
at you, Peachy?
Alice in Wonderland lily.
Are there any plants that make Nom go back to normal?
Roll me a nature check.
How many
Damn it.
star blossoms?
Roll a dice.
So the plant currently has 5 flowers on it.
Okay.
It will recharge 1d6 flowers at dawn. If it rolls a 6, an extra flower is added to the plant.
Nom's gonna ask Lulin to help.
Oh God.
You said that it recharges 1d6 petals at dawn, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
1d6 flowers at dawn.
1d6 flowers, okay.
As long as there is 1 flower remaining on the plant.
Mm-hmm.
I can assist you, Nom, with my sniffing.
Explain to me how that would be helpful for him finding a specific plant. If you do not know much about plants.
It's my extra keen sense of dragon smell.
Okay,
And
but
my
you can
new
smell
magical
things
powers?
and still not know what they are or do.
I didn't say it would be super, like... I'm already sniffing. So if he's like, I'm looking for something that makes me big, Nozen's like, yeah, I can help you find that. I'm not saying that she would be good at it.
I'm not gonna consider that a help to give advantage.
What if Nom looks really
can
hard?
I help him look by
You
looking
can roll
myself?
nature yourself, yes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna give him advantage on the roll for it. God fucking hates me, and that's why I drink.
So vindicated in her choice to always sniff for things. She's never gonna stop doing it.
Oh man.
So, Newsden, you are sniffing around. And as you're sniffing around, kind of thinking about Nom's question, you pick up a familiar scent that you haven't smelled in almost a decade. And you remember that what you smell is what the furbolgs call mystic moss, which Kieran taught you about as a kid when you were wandering the Mellowland Wilds, and it's a soft, velvety moss that has the ability to absorb and deflect magical energy.
Ooh. Over here, Nom. Over here.
What do I do? Do I eat it?
Well, can you pay for it first?
Yeah, we got the money.
And
is it like individually packaged? Is it like
it's like a jar of moss.
Oh, got
like
it.
It's like a large terrarium,
style.
and the moss is growing at the bottom, and you see that it's like a whole shelf of terrariums that are all individually growing this moss.
Got it.
Miss Lady, do I eat this? If I want to, I'm kind of like shrunk right now.
Oh, no. Tell you what, you buy it, and I'll make up the salve for you, and then you can use the salve, and it should clear things right up.
You are one smart lady. Let's do it. Ring me up.
You know, I heard you saying you hadn't met a Minotaur before, but this is from our neck of the woods. This is like right outside the city. How'd you come across this, or did someone bring it to you?
Well, so actually, we don't know why, but there are several groves throughout Apud that grow plants that are from nowhere near the region. So when I came into some of my parents' money, I purchased a couple of them so I could preserve them, and then I used the plants to help the people of the town.
Fascinating.
Yeah, if you ever want, I work very very closely with Gilderoy down at the menagerie, and the plants provide a large amount of feed for his animals, and he gives me some animals in return to help keep pests out of the gardens and such.
Gilderoy Lockhart?
No, just Gilderoy.
Oh, okay.
So, oh, interesting. Okay, Lyra's gonna pull. So you know how Clang gave Lyra the like herb that she needed for class from
Yes.
the other dimension? She's gonna pull that out and say, "Well, I need some of this for class, but if you want to buy some of this off me to or even if you wanted to propagate it and then just give me a little bit back for class."
So the herb that that Clang gave you, not Nom, was already picked, right?
I don't know. You gave it to me.
Oh, yeah, so it was like picked and dried. It was
Oh,
already
okay, too bad. Okay, never mind then.
sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. Are any of you interested in anything like invisibility? I've been working on a new hybrid that I really want to show off to someone.
Yes,
Oh, perfect.
but can I be normal sized first?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'll get this mixing and brewing while I show you.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I love trying new things. Sometimes I do it without thinking about it.
so that'll be for the Mystic Moss, that'll be 5 gold.
Pretty sure Nom's got the funds for that.
Newson is flat broke because you all spent all her money on those potions. She ain't got a single penny.
I don't think my currency is accurate, but I have at least 10. So.
Okay. I think all your currencies
Mr.
are accurate
Moneybags
and
is
low
outside.
because you guys haven't like you have a bunch of money, but none of it is actually money right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lulin
think
has
Elliot
a
has
lot of money
actual
'cause
money.
Lulin's never spent any of his.
Well, now I got
Well, like
5.
I said, Newson didn't spend hers either. It got spent.
It's true.
All right. So she kind of mixes up. She almost mixes this moss into a kind of poultice, and she just kind of crouches down, Nom, and begins like rubbing it on your face. And you feel yourself beginning to grow as this magical feeling kind of leaves you until Nom is standing there at normal height with a moss face mask on.
Nice. Is Nom's skin now like on his face? Like, is it?
You
Like,
still have the
completely
scars, but it's
acne-free-
it's
acne-free.
very smooth and shiny.
Nice.
Your scales have never looked better.
Nice.
Now, do any of you have any protective gear? The back of the greenhouse is a little bit dicey.
I think we'll be okay. I think we could probably handle it, maybe.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go get changed into my gardening suit, and
Well, should we also have gardening suits? Like, do you have extra gardening suits? If that's the case.
I have 2 extra suits, so I can take 2 of you back there. Although I'm not sure that they would fit either of the Minotaurs.
No.
I'll have to. Well, if you guys are going to be back making purchases often, I'll have to get that worked on. I'll have to get that sorted. But all right, I'll be right back with my. I'll be right back. I'm going to go change, and I'll bring out the other 2 suits for whoever wants to come back with me. And she walks back behind the counter and disappears into a back room. And when she comes out, she is wearing a full suit of plate armor.
Well, I've got this, and Lyra sort of makes her mage armor shimmer.
Oh,
Well,
honey,
will that
these
be
plants
enough, or...
these plants are magical. They're gonna punch right through that.
Oh well, I've got
Well, maybe
this
someone
and
else can
and
go.
Pat's mimic armor.
Is that alive? Can that be poisoned?
Can mimics be poisoned?
Yes, they can.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have you put this on, and she gives you like the like protective suits she has for you guys are really just more thick leather outfits. They're not really like solid steel like hers is, but obviously you're not intended to be in there as long as she normally
So
is.
Nam's got like 3 layers on right now.
Yes. All right. Does anybody else want to come?
Did they let Lulin keep his plate armor? Or did they take that?
No, they let him keep his armor.
So he's good. I got thick skin. It'll be fine.
Lyra's like, Elliot, if you don't want to go in, I'll go in. But if you want to go, you can go. I'm not looking for anything.
Is Elliot in the store? I think he went in the store. I think he's probably outside.
Oh, all right. then
Elliot's
we'll go.
outside talking. Elliot's
We're
outside.
gonna make him look uncool.
Elliot's outside talking to the stoners about civil disobedience.
Oh, perfect.
True. Yeah.
But we can circle back to that conversation in a little bit. So,
Yeah, Lilith will go.
all right. So you guys all head in. Lyra, are you using the other suit then? And Newson's just
Yeah.
going to try and tank it out? So you guys, she leads you to a door in the back of the greenhouse. And this door is like a vault door. It is heavy. It is steel. And she kind of cranks the vault handle until it opens. And when it opens up, you're hit immediately with like... can't remember the word. It's not musty, muggy. Kind of like a muggy heat washes over all of you that's kind of separate from this nice cold climate that you've become kind of accustomed to since you've landed. And the inside...
Would you say the air is moist?
I would.
Nice.
Ugh, my fur is gonna get frizzy after we leave this place. So.
But inside you see what essentially looks like a jungle. You can see humid is also a good way to put that. But the inside also smells very enticing. There's something you want to enter this room. This room smells very good. Inside the room you can see birds flying around and rabbits kind of hopping to and fro. As she kind of leads you in, she goes, "Okay, I need you all to not touch anything. If that's okay, please."
Of course.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay.
Most things in this room could kill you.
But will they?
Well, I mean, it's probably good that you're not small anymore. This is my carnivorous plant room. So, well, you know what? Let's go find the, Let's go find the... oh gosh. What was it called?
The invisible thing?
Yeah, let's go find that Dreamleaf cloak. It's back in there somewhere. All right. So as you guys are walking through, you're seeing a large number of various plants that you've never seen before. You recognize none of them, Lulin and Newson. None of these plants are from... because there are no carnivorous plants near the Misty Lock.
Yeah, no.
Would Nam
Behold.
recognize them?
Nom, do you have favored terrain swamp by any chance?
I know I have 3 right now.
I can't remember if I picked swamp as my most recent one. Or where did I see that?
It'd be under your features. It'd be your chosen terrains.
Cheers.
Also, did everybody else finish their sheets? Because I'll
Mhm.
fix those
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I realize I
have
never asked
mountain,
again.
Nah, I have mountain, forest, and grassland. No swamp.
Okay. So you wouldn't recognize most of these plants either. You'd recognize a few of them, but the few plants that you recognize are very obviously not the carnivorous ones.
That's grass.
Nam's gonna walk over to one and start talking to it.
You casting speak with plants?
Don't tell him. I was just gonna start talking to him.
I need to know as the dungeon master.
Yes, of course. Yes, I messaged you already. That's why I messaged you.
Okay.
So what brings you here?
Well, they can also watch you cast the spell, so it's not.
Yeah, I meant like outside of.
Roll me a
character.
d6 to see which plant you end up talking to.
One,
Depending
number
on who
one,
wants to talk
baby.
back.
The number one plant, the best one around.
So what did you ask?
I said, so what brings you here?
Come closer, hungry. Come closer, hungry. And it's this kind of creeping vine that's saying this as you're watching it grow kind of across the wall of the tree it's on. Come closer, just come a little bit closer.
No, I'm pretty sure I control you right now. Get that vine away from me.
Closer, come closer. No control, only growth, only food. She kind of looks at you, she goes, I wouldn't get too close to that. That's venom ivy. It paralyzes and then decomposes and absorbs its food.
Interesting. Well, I wasn't gonna get closer to him, but
it will get closer to you. Many of the predatory plants within this building are capable of movement.
right. Is this spell not what I thought it was then?
Speak with plants just lets you talk to plants, not control them.
That's not true.
What does it say specifically?
It says, I'm giving them the ability to communicate with me and follow my simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
Oh, that spell's a lot more versatile than I thought it was.
That's
why I picked it.
cool. actually.
I can also command them, or actually, if I have the entangle spell, which I don't think I have right now, but I can also.
Yeah, but if
control
somebody
them.
else casts entangle, it still works.
Mhm.
I don't know if I
So
have
the
that.
vines kind of like pull back from you then, Nom.
Okay.
I don't have entangle
Food?
locked, but I do. I can know it.
You're a druid, aren't you?
I am a druid.
Is it too high a level of spell?
No, I just did it. I just don't have it.
Druids have
Right.
all their spells unlocked.
Do they?
They just have to prepare them at the beginning
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what.
I
Laura
think that's
meant.
what Brandon.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just don't have it prepared.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want?
I just wanted to talk to you. What's going on?
Growing.
I just don't want you to touch me or my friends here.
Okay. I'm just growing. Growing bigger. Growing hungry. Mean lady comes and clips vines sometimes. Then I just grow again.
Nam is gonna get a little closer and he goes, remember, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
What can I steal in here? What is this lady, what's useful to me?
You can steal me.
I could steal you.
You could just take me out of here. Open air. Grow forever.
I feel like that would maybe result in very, very bad things.
But not for you. You said no touch you.
That's true.
You could take me out of here. Put me on the side of a building. Let me grow really big.
I feel like if that listen. I'll come back for you if I need you, all right?
Okay.
You'll stay up in my brain. Up in my brain, I'll remember you. What's your name?
Name?
I'll give you one.
What's my
I'll
name?
give you a name. Your name's gonna be what kind of plant are you?
Venom Ivy.
What does she call you? Venom Ivy?
Venom Ivy.
So definitely something that starts with like a V. Maybe like
Val.
Vom.
Vom.
I like Vom.
Oh, because when I catch things, the paralysis makes them vomit. I get it. That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That
I think
makes
Vom
sense.
is perfect. Nom turns to everybody else and he goes, "This one's name is Vom."
She kind of
I've just
turns
named
around and she kind of turns around. She looks at you. She goes, Are you talking to my plants?"
I am.
Oh my gosh! I'm so happy to have you here. Come. I have a plant.
Are you looking for an intern?
I have a plant. I have a plant in the back that, for the life of me, I can't figure out why the leaves are browning. If you could just say a few words to it and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Lulin's gonna look at Nuzin. I didn't know he could do that.
That's new to me. To be honest, I wasn't like entirely sure he wasn't just talking to himself, but I mean, it did seem like a full conversation. I wasn't sure, he's like a little bit still drunk, I think, but I guess,
Actually,
That sound a little
PT.
bit like
Yes.
Nom, though. That's a little suspicious.
This says imbue plants plural.
Yes,
Within
every
thir-
plant around you
So
is capable of
I
talking
can
to
talk
you.
to every
They are
single
all
plant.
talking to you, and they are all talking, but this is the one you were talking to. A lot of them are
Gotcha.
talking to each other.
Interesting. Yeah, I hear all of the plants in this room right now. Sometimes you just gotta open your mind up and start talking to things.
Wow, that's wonderful.
That's what I did with animals too. I was like, oh, I wonder if I could talk to this little guy. And then he started talking back, and I was like, oh,
Lyra's
that's
gonna
pretty
start
cool.
greeting each plant individually. Hello.
Nam goes,
Hi.
hey, before she
How are
goes
you?
around greeting all you, if any of you are poisonous, do not touch her.
You watch 98% of the plants in this room shrink back away.
Nice to meet you. Hello. Salutations.
If you're ready, I found what I was looking for. It's back here.
Yeah, sure. I'll help you with that other plant if I get a paid internship here, because I think I could help you and I think you could help me.
Well, I don't know that I'll be able to afford your services until the semester starts. I need students to start purchasing class materials before I'm really rolling in money again.
If I could start talking to the plants, you're gonna have the best plant material anywhere.
Are you implying that I already don't?
No. I'm just saying you can't communicate with them directly, can you?
No. Anyways, come back this way. I'll think about your internship.
Okay.
The rest of you who want to see, this is a very interesting plant. So
Yeah, Newsom's coming over to look.
so this plant, and she kind of she walks up to some vines, and you hear one of the vines say food, and it kind of like reaches towards her, and she just pulls out a machete and just chops it across and just drops this vine so there's an opening. And she steps through, and inside, around a pond of what looks like white light, are growing these very small but very pristine blue flowers that are almost ethereally growing. And as you step into the clearing and she kind of takes a step near some, you notice that their flowers twirl as they kind of shimmer away. So these are what I've been working on. I'm calling them moonflower protectors.
They're really beautiful, for sure.
Well, I like the plants that I take care of to have form and function.
Mm.
But yes, I took a design that was initially, well, I took a plant that is originally from around the World Tree in Zoy, that is well known for creating kind of visual hallucinations, and then I bred them and selected what traits I wanted until the only hallucination that they could generate was invisibility.
That is very impressive, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But yeah, they're kind of my pride and joy right now.
I mean,
Is
I
that
can
what you
see
named
why.
them?
It is. Is there something
You
wrong
name-
with? Is there something wrong with the name?
No, not at all. I was just making sure. You know, if I'm gonna be working here down the line, I want to know everything's names.
Oh well, yes, but yes, that's that's. I'm kind of self-conscious about the name now.
No, the names. There's nothing wrong with it. I was just double checking.
But these plants aren't quite ready yet, but I think that they'll be able to make a much more potent form of invisibility potion when they're done growing.
Something that lasts longer, or like the invisibility is better?
Both, hopefully. I don't really dabble in the alchemy. I'll have to take them down to the I'll have to take them down to the potion and elixir shop and see what Alistair can do with them. But they should be they're hopefully going to be very potent. The reason I have them growing back here is because one of the downsides is they do kind of naturally feed off the life force of what they're growing around, so it's better to keep them in the carnivorous plant room because it has wildlife.
Nam goes over to the plants and he goes,
Hey, little pride and joy. I heard you guys aren't ready yet. You guys still growing?
The plants you hear them kind of whispering to each other, and they're whispering like, "Oh no, it's big, hide, hide, hide," and then they all kind of twirl and just vanish.
I think they're afraid of big things.
They might be a little shy.
Nam goes over and he whispers, No, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. I'm just checking up on you, seeing if you guys are growing well, growing nice.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Plenty of water, plenty of living things, nice place to live.
That's good. I'm glad to hear you're getting taken care of here.
Nice place to live. Lots of fertilizer. Tell the lady more fertilizer.
They say more fertilizer.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll have to go buy some more rabbits, but I'll see what I can do.
All right, then it's settled. I'm hired.
What? No, nobody said.
All right. What did you want me to test out?
Well, there's a plant in the back, but I have to get ready to close soon. I'm headed up to the college for the festivities, but you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow and we'll talk about getting you a more permanent job here.
Yeah, sounds good. What's tomorrow, Ferret?
No, tomorrow is Monday.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we'll be
today
back
is
on.
ferret. That means. Right?
Yeah, today's
Yeah.
Ferret.
Yes, but I'll get. Are there any other herbs that any of you are interested in getting?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well-
also fine. Thank you.
Yes. For you, because you were talking about cooking stuff, once the bloodthorn plant is fed and has regrown its thorns, I'll see what I can do for you.
Of course, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. You all have a wonderful day. Elliot, outside when they walk out, just the first thing you're saying when they walk out to these people talking about a protest.
You're gonna walk out to hear Elliot go, no. Just a little illegal fireworks. That's not enough. You gotta make a statement. You gotta say something.
Bro, we didn't say illegal fireworks, dude. We said illegal fireball.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Anyways, man.
That might be too much of a statement.
Well, we don't want to hurt anyone. We'll put it in the air. We're going for a peaceful protest.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, hey, you know what? Down with the man, right?
Yeah, down with the man. Fuck the monarch. Elliot sort of turns away. Walks away. Oh, you guys are done.
Because Ray hasn't had a monarch in over 150 years, which makes that even funnier to me.
Yeah, we saw the cool plant. It was really cool. Also, Nom talks to plants now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, why not?
It was really
And
Checks out.
Lulin got a good cooking plant.
I did, yes. And Lulin's proudly showing his little bag.
Oh,
And
nice little plant you got there.
also, might I add, if you look closely at Nam, you see a little patch of dark green scales on his cheek.
Interesting. Find anything worth stealing as Elliot starts walking away with the group. I assume that you were all walking sort of away from this shop. Anything worth stealing, Nog?
No, I mean, besides, and he leans in. I don't know, maybe half of that plant lady's pay or something. I don't know. It's not really stealing though. If I'm doing work, I guess.
Work?
Oh yeah, she might. No, she is going to hire me. I've decided.
Oh, I see. You've decided you're going to be hired.
Yes, because I could be a very valuable asset to her, since I could talk to every plant in there.
I suppose that would be pretty handy.
Listen, I didn't know I could do it either, and then I just, I started talking to the plant and talked back.
Well, here's what I'll say. Let's make sure if we take the herbology class, we're in the same group. Because
that does seem like a good easy A kind of deal if you can just ask the plant what it wants.
Bold of you all to assume that wouldn't be considered cheating.
We don't have to do it in the class, but for homework, who's gonna know?
You gotta grow your yam.
PT's gonna really have to learn his D&D plants.
I already know my D&D plants. It's one of the very few things about D&D that I have whole ass lists for.
Nice.
When I ran my West Marches campaign, I had the entire ecology of the fucking world built.
That's sick. That's something I need to think of more.
It's definitely helpful. Think of why plants would be where they are.
Yeah.
Most of the carnivorous plants in there, Elliot would have recognized because they're from this Rayan desert, which is why they're carnivorous.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Where are you guys off to next? As you kind of head up these... Are you guys still heading up the street towards the college, up this cobbled street?
Yeah. I think we're just on our way to the gathering now, I suppose, to try and find the climbing club.
All right. Are any of you holding food?
I mean, if you
think
count
so.
herbs as food.
None of you have food in your pack. Elliot, you have blood sausage, don't you?
It's in the bag of holding, I think.
Bag of holding, though.
But didn't you give some to
No
Lulin?
smell and no spoilage.
Didn't you give some to Lulin?
No.
Nope. Lulin
never
wouldn't
took
take it.
because Lulin bitched at him because why are you handing me food in the middle of the street?
As you guys
I can't
are
put this.
as you guys are walking up the street, you walk by an alley, and inside the alley, you see two of the raccoon seagull hybrids fighting over trash.
Those
my
things are nasty. You gotta
God.
be careful with your sandwiches, you know?
They're like the size of a small dog.
That really does seem like a problem.
They would probably be interesting people to talk to.
Go ask them about their day, Nom.
If we stop to talk to every raccoon
No.
seagull on the way, we're never gonna get to this event.
Yeah,
that's
I'll save it for another day.
Trash griffins.
Trash griffins. I love them.
So as you guys get up to the main campus of this school, you realize that what was described to you as just a standard like meet and greet is actually much more of a festival. Off on the left side as you approach, you can see the game fields on the terrace below the college. And the lacrosse teams, it seems like there appear to be 6 or 7 of them all setting up individually. As you look, there's a large number of tables laid out in front of you. You can see the climbing club, the honor society, the herbologist club, magic zoologist society, among others. Just setting up their tables and setting up tents. Seems like there's a couple almost pseudo carnival rides. Like it seems like there's one where there's a wizard just tying people to a rope and then casting levitate and sending them up in the air and then dropping them back down repeatedly.
Oh, I could just do that. You don't even have to use magic. I could just throw somebody in the air like that.
Oh, me, you could do that.
There are food vendors all around.
You want me to? Should I toss you like while we're walking around? Maybe you can see over the crowd, see if there's any good places to go.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you catch me.
Of course, I'll catch you.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. I don't know. I gotta say these things, I guess.
No, you know. I've always endeavored to catch Elliot too. He's just, a bit sore about it.
Oh yeah, you always tried your hardest.
I did.
Even when you threw me at the wall.
The wall caught me, didn't it?
It did.
Also, that was so long ago.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 7 months heals all wounds.
It does.
Look, you've already been avoiding us the entire time we've been here. I know we're tarnishing your flawless
Look,
reputation.
nah, it's not about that. I ain't about spending money right now.
I mean,
Go
you
inside
could be
those
a
shops,
part.
you're gonna buy all sorts of garbage.
I haven't bought anything.
Well,
Lulu
fair,
looks sad
I
that he calls
guess.
herbs garbage.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe in herbs.
Oh,
what are you guys looking for specifically as you guys walk through this kind of area?
Well, Newsom's looking for the climbing club, because that's...
Yep. So the climbing club is actually already set up. They have a table laid out, and behind it, it appears that many of them have used mold earth to create a pseudo climbing wall for people to test their skills on.
Oh, nice.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna... Newsom's just gonna rock
It's just
up
gonna walk on up.
Yeah. Be like, hey, you guys the climbing club?
We are indeed. What can I help you with?
I have it on good authority that you guys might need dragon items.
Okay. Okay. I mean, sure. Yeah. What do you got?
what don't I got is the better question. The
An
real
alive
question is
dragon
what do you need?
is
I-
what we don't got.
Well,
I don't know. Do you have wings?
Yes, 2 of them.
Ooh, 2 wings. He kind of like pulls out a piece of paper and slaps it down. And he begins like drawing a design on it and like figuring it out and like running numbers and all that. He goes, so to generate that much lift, we'd have to use the spell in this way. I'll give you. Well, what do you want for him?
Well,
go high, go high.
yeah, I mean, they're good quality ancient dragon or adult dragon wings. I think it was adult dragon wings. So, I'm thinking they're harvested myself, by the way. I'm thinking like 400 per wing.
400 per wing, so
You forgot to mention, Nuzin, that the dragon almost killed me when we were harvesting these wings. So, I'm thinking 500.
Lulin has war flashbacks.
I don't know. Like, I would love to, but we're working on a club's budget here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you selling the wings in like halves by any chance?
You say wings and Nom like fake flinches, but is like, don't say the words. It gives me flashbacks
Flashbacks of
to the fight with the dragon.
Do-
My life
do
flashing
birds-
before
do
my
birds
eyes.
scare you?
No.
But birds have wings.
It's like the relative discussion that we're having.
But-
the wings with the
It's like context dependent.
yeah.
But
Those words. It's fine. I can deal with it. It's okay. Carry on.
oh, okay. So listen. I have 400 gold
What happened?
in the budget for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, find me after this because I would like to personally purchase one of the wings. I think I could make something very, very cool out of it. And he looks down, you see that he's finished his sketch and what he has drawn is a wingsuit.
Ah.
He's like, I think I could make something very interesting out of it, but I can't talk about spending my own money on club time and spending club money on my own time.
Totally understandable.
Right. Do you know any students with rich parents that would be interested?
I mean, I'm a student with rich parents and I'm interested. What I'm telling you is I can't talk about it right now.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're not hard to spot, so you can always come find us when your shift's up.
No, absolutely. If you guys get distracted or you're watching the game or something about when my shift's up, my name's Fredry. You can find me kind of anywhere around town. If it's early in the morning, I'm probably hiking or climbing, so I won't be around. But, most nights I spend some time down at the Fairies Folly, so you should be able to see me there.
Oh, yeah, that's actually where we're staying, so
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
you can always
that's-
find us there.
That's very convenient.
Perfect. Yeah, no, more than happy to talk to you about it after the fact. Do any of you guys want to give the wall a shot? You can. We have a prize wheel. You can get some free food or something like that.
Yeah, I'll give the wall a shot.
Yeah,
tall
sure.
How tall is it?
This wall is only about 10 feet, like 10, 20 feet tall. It's not that big.
Lulin, like,
It's
jumps
bouldering.
and
Yeah,
touches the
Lulin
top.
just do like a standing jump and just reach the top of it and just pull himself up. Lulin's not gonna do that though. Lulin's not cheap.
Yeah, but is it set up like bouldering though? Because then you're not allowed to do that. That's not how that works.
It is set up like bouldering.
Wow, a
If you-
climber in the
I'm just
chat.
saying, if you jump to the top, then it doesn't count either way. You have to do the whole climb.
He's not
All
wrong.
right, calm down.
I'm just, I'm calm.
Good lord, sir.
Go ahead,
Good
take a
lord.
shot.
Elliot's going for the wall.
All right, Elliot, roll me acrobatics.
You got it, boss.
Newson is waiting in line.
Yeah, Nam is also waiting in line.
Nice. Middle of the road.
Uh,
Roll.
Elliot, you are climbing up. You are climbing up these rocks, and you reach out for a handhold and realize what you thought was a handhold was not, and you kind of slip down the wall and just kind of land on your feet after climbing about 8 feet. It's
Close
okay.
enough.
It's okay, dude. Bouldering's not for everyone. You know,
With me if I could use my friggin' magic.
well, I mean, like, anybody can climb with magic. Like, if I just wanted to, and he kind of, like, waves his hand and casts fly on himself, and just lifts himself up and sets himself on top of the wall, and he goes, but, like, where's the challenge? Where's the skill involved, right? Like,
I'd like to see that guy cast fly. Points at Lulin.
Hey, that's
Sure is
mean.
hard for him.
You're right. I can't cast fly. Loon's gonna grab Elliot and just throw him up. he's just gonna
Yeet.
power throw you straight up. Lulu,
Elliot, are you allowing yourself to be thrown?
Yeah. He's gonna he's bracing to catch the top of the wall.
Roll me a strength check, Lulin.
Is this a calculated move?
Just roll me a strength check,
Maybe.
because this feels more like a fuck you than anything else.
I'm gonna re-roll this.
Okay.
No, one more.
Oh,
one more.
man.
One and done.
Okay.
One and done.
Oh my god.
There we go.
There you go.
It's three heave hoes. He's like 1, 2,
Nope,
3.
And you throw Elliot, and Elliot goes high above this wall. Like, shoots past as you guys watch Frederick be like, oh crap, and he like flies back to dodge Elliot coming at him like a missile, and then realizes
Elliot
that
is
Elliot
wildly trying to grab this man.
and he realizes that you know what? Roll me to hit to see if you can grab this man. Give me an athletics check.
You got it, bro. That's rough, buddy.
It rolled off of an 18.
So
I
you
know.
reach out to try to grab this man as you go by, and you just completely miss. And as
The
you're
man
as you're going
just
by him, he goes, "Oh
moves
crap!
to the
Oh
side.
crap!" And he unfurls what. So he has a climbing rope around his waist, and he unfurls an end of it and throws it towards you. And when the end touches you, Elliot, it wraps around your waist, and you find yourself also under the effects of the fly spell.
Thanks. It would have helped if you didn't move out the way.
Well, I didn't
But,
want to get hit,
thanks.
my guy. I'm more than willing to catch you, just not with my face.
Yeah, okay.
Nom's Baloney goes, yeah, that's fair.
Anyways,
Yeah.
as he's kind of hovering above, and Elliot, you're under the effect of the spell, but it feels a lot more like levitate to you. Like you don't have control over the fact that you're flying. He clearly is still in control of the spell. You are just no longer falling or moving.
You are a balloon for the second time.
Balloon 2.
And he kind of looks
Electric
down and goes,
Boogaloo.
"So, which one of you was next?"
I'll head up next.
Roll me acrobatics.
See,
Okay.
I told you. I can't cast fly. And Lulu just-
Acrobatics or
is it-
athletics?
Acrobatics.
Okay. That is a 20.
Nice.
Newton, you scale this wall with ease. It's like 3 handholds and you're done. You're at the top.
I just sit at the top and I like kick my feet a little bit.
Yeah, Newton, you're like climbing up this wall, and at one point you realize you can't find a foothold, but you don't give a shit because you have hooves. So you just kick the rock until there's a
Yeah,
foothold in it.
Ugh, there we go.
Your new Minotaur shoes from your parents really help you dig into the wall, and you just
That's
climb up
very-
flawlessly. And he goes, Oh, hell yeah! You get to spin our prize wheel now.
Yes, I love prizes.
What number grade is this climb? Because that's pretty impressive.
It's true.
Like a
Is
4?
it V5?
A 4?
V4?
Dang, for a first-time
Jeez.
climber?
That's that's
great.
impressive.
Well, you know, we keep it short. We expect people to fall, but that's why we keep it short.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll get to spin our prize wheel when you go down. I'll give you a pamphlet on the climbing club if you want to join. Our goal for this year is we want to climb all 9 of the Dragon's Teeth, which are the 9 tallest peaks around Apud.
All right.
Yep, there's
You wanna
actually
buy some
a
dragon's teeth.
no, not really. I can't really see any need for them. I mean, I guess
Would you like some
They
human
make
teeth?
really good accessories, and Newsom just points to the one that's like
I mean,
fastening
I guess-
her hair.
I mean, Dragon's Teeth are almost indestructible, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much are you asking? Because, you know, the climbing club could use them as pythons. That could be pretty effective,
True.
especially if they
it'd
don't
be-
break.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about them.
I think they're pitons, but not 100% sure.
Well, you know,
It's another
tomato,
one that
tomato.
it's like Slad
Oh,
from.
what's-
Oh gosh.
Wait, Slad?
No, I think
Who
pitons
says
are real.
slab?
I've never had to say
no,
that
I
word
mean,
out
I
loud,
just-
and now I'm scared.
Slod?
I always
No.
Pitons?
Python?
Piton?
yeah, I always said Python too. That's how I pronounced it.
Well, piston is the same, but with an S. So it would be Piton.
That's not how phonetics work, my dude.
In most other languages, it is.
I mean, Python's probably right because I guess there's nothing to make the I long. So
It's piton.
there you go.
Yeah, it is
Piton.
I'm still calling them pythons.
That's crazy.
Okay, it just hurts me specifically.
Nah, this guy calls them pythons. Tomato, tomato. The climbing
No,
guy
it's like-
refuses
it's
to
like
call
when I
them
was
by
learning-
their proper name.
Yeah, it's like when I was learning guitar and the person I was learning it with wouldn't stop saying frep instead of fret.
Ah.
it's
See, I feel like that's a little different because at least I'm using all the same letters.
A frap?
I'm not
He was
changing.
teaching you?
No. It was like another student.
Oh.
But he kind of.
So, we actually have exactly 22 teeth, so that would be 11 pairs. I'd take,
Of what day?
you know, maybe
20
6
teeth.
gold a pair. And I mean, you don't have to buy all of them. That's
6
just how many
gold a
pairs
pair
we have
at
available.
66. I'll have to talk with our individual treasurer. Unfortunately, I'm allowed to be the
Yeah.
president of the club, but because I'm the student body treasurer, I'm not allowed to be the treasurer for my own club.
Makes sense.
You know,
makes
conflict
sense.
of interest and all that, but
Yeah, you don't want your club to get like more of the general budget.
there's a big concern about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll talk to the treasurer, and you know, they should be around. They're the one replacing me, so they should be around. I'll talk to them, and then if it all works out, I'll just pick it up from you when I come get the wing.
Yeah, sounds great.
Perfect. Is there anything else? Not. I think little dude down there, you wanted to climb, right?
Yeah, get up here, Nom.
Yeah, I'm going.
Newsom like claps.
Nom, you rocket up this wall.
Let's go.
Like Newson, you're looking down, waiting for Nom to start climbing, and suddenly Nom's just kicking his feet next to you on the wall.
Let's go.
So
Damn.
Hold up.
I'm a
I go
climber.
for the high five.
you guys will both get to roll on our prize wheel.
Nom gives you the high five.
Let's go.
We should join the climbing club.
I kind of think we should.
I'm going full nature at this college, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're talking to plants. You're climbing on rocks.
Hey, dude, college is the place to find yourself.
Maybe
I never knew education could be so physically engaging.
He
maybe
kind of
college
like
really is about the friends you make along the way, and he goes out for a handshake from the guy.
the guy like grabs your hand and pulls you up because he's still flying. And he kind of waves his hand again. He goes, "All right, let's get you guys down." As Nom and Newson, the same rope, sends out more tendrils that wrap around both of your waists, and you feel yourself floating as he floats down to the ground and then pulls you all down after him. So, Yeah, if you guys just want to spin the prize wheel, and if both of you want to roll me a d10.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Just for you, PT.
Do it for
3.
you.
3.
Stop. The Miss Piggy audio. I do it
That's a
for
10.
you.
All right. So
Kermit.
a 3 and a 10.
Kermit.
So Nom, he looks at you. He looks at the wheel when you roll. He goes, "Oh hell yeah, dude! You get a vendor ticket, so you can take this to any of the vendors, and they'll give you some food."
Nice.
And
Nom
it looks
gives
like,
him the Zoolander face.
And it looks like you, big gal. I didn't catch any of your names actually.
I'm Newzen, World Walker.
All right.
I'm Nom, the Nom.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got the Nom and Newsen the cruising. Newsen, you get the commemorative backpack, and he kind of puts a leather satchel on that has a Pood Climbing Club stenciled across the front of it. And
Oh my God.
obviously has it has a single strap on it, so it's worn like a satchel. But it has straps all over the bag that are obviously for holding ropes and climbing supplies and pitons
Nice.
and a bunch of other stuff.
She puts
And
it opposite to her current
inside
bag.
of it is a bunch of like basic climbing gear.
This is sick.
Yeah.
I guess I have to join now. I already have all the stuff.
Well, you got the basic. Well, if you joined, we could pay you a rental on the Dragon's Teeth, and then you could just take them when you leave the club.
Do that.
Can I use this voucher to get one of those bags?
No, so the voucher is only for the food stalls. We get given a certain number of them by the college every year. But if you have to go for one, I'd go for the unicorn dog stall. They're delicious.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that.
But yeah, is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I think that's it for now. Thank you.
All right. If you guys want to sign up, you can put your names on this. We'll reach out to you. The college will give pamphlets to the college, and they'll send them out to all the students on the list.
Nom reaches into his bag and is gonna try and pull out a like those letter stamps of just the letters N-O and M.
Roll me a d20 at disadvantage, because that kind of stamp is not really something that exists in this world.
Really? They don't have like I'm talking like those little those kids like letter sets of the stamps.
Oh, you want 3 separate? I thought you meant like one of the ones that you can rotate it to like change the name on it and then stamp it.
No, just like those little kid ones that you would
Okay,
get
yeah.
and just
Roll me a d20. I understand now. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Like leather punches.
He crit
On
failed.
that one, I'm re-rolling.
Are you sure? This could be funny.
I love that you still get a 10, even with a nat 1.
How? It could be funny.
It could be funny.
PT, you know I'm a sucker for content, dude.
I know you are.
All right. What does this nat 1 give me?
Nom, you pull a box full of royal seals out of the bag.
Who's royal seals? That's the real question.
They appear to be a box of royal seals held by prominent Ganassi royal families.
Oh my god.
Well, we haven't fucked with that.
Do any of them say Nom on them?
No, but one of them does have like a lizard on it.
The Nom just like slaps that down. This is good enough, right?
Yeah, dude. I'll figure it out.
You remember me. I'm the Nom.
You're pretty unforgettable. And you see like where you stamped, he just like pulls out his own quill and writes the Nom next to it.
That's probably a good idea.
And then he's gonna hold the clipboard out to Newsen.
Yep. Newsen just takes it and writes her name normally.
Are you sure you don't want one of these, Newsen?
Does Newsen do the thing where, like, she's been so used to having no last name for, like, 3 months that she almost forgets to write her last name down?
Yeah, it's like she
then when
like
she does,
writes
the
she
wrong
writes
one.
Newsen, and then she almost like she tilts it like she's gonna give it back, and then she's like, oh wait, and then puts the rest.
All right. Radical, y'all. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are. I mean, are you guys look like I can help you? I can help you guys out. You looking for anything? You just wandering? The game's about to start. The lacrosse
Yeah, I think we're gonna watch the lacrosse game, but I think our friend Elliot wanted to like find some friends. So I guess we're gonna. I don't know if we're cool enough to go with him.
Of course, you're invited.
I think we're gonna find them first, and then probably grab some food while we're walking around. But appreciate ya.
Yeah, no, you guys are great. Can't wait to see you on the mountain.
What direction is the unicorn dog stand?
He's gonna point right across the street, and he goes, "It is right there."
All right, and Nam just directly goes to it.
Nam, when you walk over, there is a halfling behind the stand, very obviously on a stool. And as you walk up, get your unicorn dogs here. What can I get you? You want a unicorn dog? What do you think?
I would like a unicorn dog fit to eat during the lacrosse game. That is about to happen.
Fit for during the lacrosse game. That's perfect. That's perfect. I got exactly what you need. And you start. So, you realize that the unicorn dog is just a regular corn dog that is then wrapped in cotton candy and given to you.
That is so many health problems.
America.
That is something that would exist in America, though.
Probably already does.
Probably, I'm sure it's probably called the same exact thing as well.
Yeah,
and if it's not, business opportunity.
I'm gonna look at.
I've heard about some weird fucking foods out of Texas. We can do it with a pickle.
Yeah, I was talking to PT about my rant about that.
One unicorn dog, right up.
All right, and then Nam hands him the voucher.
Thank you. You're gonna love it. Pure 100% meat on the inside, and then we fry it and we wrap it in sugar.
Nice. Sounds good to me.
Yep. All right. Next customer. Get your unicorn dogs here.
So, Elliot, who did you want to meet? Where do we need to? Who are we looking for?
Well, I kind of have a long-running. I guess I don't want to. It's not an investigation. I was just kind of curious. I'm gonna go check out. Well, I'm a member of a couple clubs. You see, I'm a member of course, the Defense Against the Dark Arts Club, but I'm also a member of the Dark Arts Club. So I gotta go check in with both those guys.
Are you? Wait a minute. Are you a mole? Or both?
They just fight.
Well, I mean, that would imply that I work with one of them. Well, you see, I always organize events against each other, but that's disgusting.
That is horrible. It's got nerds on it too.
I know.
God.
I'm so deeply concerned.
It's not a corn dog, though. To be fair,
No,
it's just
it's
a
not.
hot dog.
That's the only thing I can
bun.
The cotton candy is the bun.
I'm gonna level with you. I made up the name unicorn dog.
It is an actual place.
That's kind of sick, actually.
They
All right.
sell those though.
So Elliot, as you begin to walk over to these two clubs that are notably set up right next to each other, and there is one dude standing at both. There's one dude standing directly in between both tables. Elliot, you would recognize this man to everybody else who doesn't recognize him. He's a relatively tall elf. He has black hair that is trimmed and kind of up in a man bun. And he has sigils. He's wearing several pieces of armor that all have sigils on them. One half of the armor is gleaming white, and the other half is gleaming black. As you walk up to it, Elliot, you would recognize this person as Luthien, the friend who, during your tenure at Apud University, you convinced to join both clubs with you.
Oh my god, look, they replace you. Usually you're standing between the the tables.
Yeah, well, attendance seems to be dwindling.
Elliot Dream
the
Shadow.
empty tables.
Elliot Dream Shadow and Lyra Burning Oak. Wait a minute, no.
No,
The other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
The other one.
I'm sorry. We've been teaching the new club members Mind Whip. It's been a whole thing.
Oh.
But it's so good to see you guys. Welcome back. Who are your friends?
Thanks. These are our Minotaur buddies and also Nom. You can call him the Nom.
You can.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody.
Any new dark arts that need practicing / defending against?
Well, now that the war's over, there's a lot more dark arts. Because we're not allowed to use as much magic.
True. I bet they're getting a little stricter. Little bit less little bit less necromancy, a little bit less constructs.
How dark are we talking?
Like, I don't know, like a little bit after sunset dark?
No, okay. Perfect brooding
Honestly,
time.
I thought that, Nom, I'll take Nom aside and sort of whisper this. I always thought it was more of a political distinction than like a actual distinction between magic. You know what I mean?
I don't care about politics.
But
No, exactly. Exactly. Like the magics are like the same.
I don't even
It's
think
just,
I know how I do my own magic half the time. I just kind of figure it
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
But
So is the cat out of the bag that you're in? I guess that you're in both, and
well,
I assume that means the cat's out of the bag that I'm in both.
I'm actually you're not in either of the clubs anymore, and I'm trying to rebuild them because obviously we were the first ones drafted when they came to Apud looking for students.
Well, I feel like half of you were.
Well, no, because they wanted. Well, to know how to defend against dark magic, you also have to know how to use it. But
oh yeah, you right.
Most importantly, I'm the only one left. So
What happened to everyone else?
Oh, see, all of your friends killed all of my friends.
Well,
so maybe fuck off.
I kind of, but like a bunch of the ones under the tree, I saved, and they're hiking back here.
Yeah, no. Remember, that was before the draft. Now, see, my friends got given the mission to go after you when you called the right of knives. And we got most of their bodies back.
Oh, well. As long as they got a burial, I guess.
Yeah,
I
most
think
of
you're
them got
directing
a
your
burial.
anger at the wrong people here.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty justified. None of my friends would have been
I think
forced.
you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, we didn't kill those guys.
I usually remember the people I mutilate.
Also, if you should be angry at anyone, you should be angry at the people that forced you all to fight. Or maybe,
don't get me wrong. I'm very angry at them too.
We just killed a bunch of gnolls. I don't think we actually killed any elves. Besides, his dad, which is, we had to.
Listen, I understand that you two, and he points to Lulin News and he goes, you probably didn't kill my friends. But
I'm sure your friends killed a few of their friends too. So
and you know what? That's probably fair. Sorry. I got put in intelligence. I haven't actually seen a lot of Minotaurs.
Oh, so you didn't even. Never mind.
I didn't what?
Well, you didn't fight.
No, I never got the chance to. Which I'm happy for.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, but
You probably would have
Listen.
died.
you know what? Your friend here might be right. I'm probably redirecting anger. I'm not mad directly at you guys, but you can understand why I'm a little bit
No,
stressed seeing 2 Minotaurs here.
No, that's
not
fine.
really.
No, no, it's not.
It's
Why wouldn't we be justified then in being stressed out around a bunch of elves? You sound a little racist.
I didn't bring this level of aggression. I just met your aggression with the same level.
You came
If
here.
anything, you know what? I guess there's no arguing with stupid. And she just walks away.
Up top.
Lyra's just gonna follow you.
So are Nom Newson and Elliot, or Nom Lulin and Elliot staying there then?
Ellie's just standing there, like, so, like, you guys still meet on Thursdays, or?
Yeah. You know, I show up, I bring coffee, I bring donuts, I eat it all myself, I go home.
Yeah, I mean, how is that? Like, couple extra hours at the gym, I guess.
Lots of training time.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I assume I'm not allowed back in.
Because I have so many members right now.
Yeah. Real packed.
I mean,
Big line.
I need a vice president if you want in. You know, it seems like most of the people coming back from the war don't really want to join a club that specializes in fighting with magic, which I get. But
yeah, but I feel like it takes a little bit of the fun out where I can't, like, secretly be a part of both clubs, you know?
Oh.
You know, part of the fun was, like, organizing the events where you're like,
well, you know,
shut down the dark arts at the university. Let's go, and then like, you know, just sit by, like, the sidelines and, like, observe as the two fight it out.
Well, you know, as mad as I am at you, Elliot, and don't get me wrong, I'm fucking pissed. If I had the option right now and Brennan hadn't slapped 6 or 7 of those inhibitors on me, I would have already flayed you. But
Oh yeah, for sure. I bet.
But you know, the upside is you probably saved my life when you left. Because when you ran away, I was the only one in both clubs, and because of that, the Elven Army didn't know where the fuck to put me. So I didn't get sent out until pretty much the end of the war, only to find out it was over.
So boom, saved your life.
Saved my life in the same way you killed my friends. Not directly, but you were somehow involved.
There's always a tangent involved.
Of course. And this guy, like, pulls out a flask and just downs it.
Yes. Still an alcoholic, I see.
Yeah, more so now than ever before.
That's fun. Anyways, see you Thursday, I guess.
Oh, yeah, no, feel free to come by. Little kobold dude, you're welcome as well. And he kind of looks up at Lula and he goes, I don't know, you stayed and you didn't yell at me.
I'm indecisive on my words right now.
Oh. I mean, I guess you can come by if you want to.
I won't.
I don't know how nice I'll be. But, good meeting you.
Elliot sort of leans over. The secret is, he won't be nice. He was always a dick.
Yeah, he seems.
Well,
like
so Elliot, you would remember this guy was very soft-spoken and, like, genuinely just a class clown the last time you saw him.
Oh, I see. Not always a dick.
No, this guy was, like, the guy that you would go to when you were like, this prank's a little too dangerous for Voldemort to be in on, but I know the exact dude who would be down. This is the guy who gave you the scroll that let you banish Malum.
Perfect.
But,
Elliot sort of walks away.
as you're kind of finishing up the conversation with him, you guys hear fanfare from the arena. And an announcer just kind of booms, their voice booms through the air. Ladies and gentlemen, the lacrosse tournament is about to begin. And that is where we will end our session for the night.
I really have to keep this seething energy for next time.
Well, I couldn't have every elf in the city be nice to you because that does not thematically track.
Yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The majority would be either
I mean-
indifferent or dislike.
Like, the truth... Chat, I'm about to lay a big truth on you. You know what the truth about war is? Everybody fucking loses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It doesn't matter what side you're on, lives are lost.
Young men die
Except-
for old men's wars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, except for the people in power that send everybody to die.
And even then, they sometimes lose. Or they should. But, did everybody have fun?
It was good shit.
All right. Thank you to everybody for joining us. We're going to go through. We're going to do our outros. Everybody's going to tell us what their favorite thing about the session was. Thank you to all of the new people who are here to enjoy Bits, Crits, and Halfwits with us.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by...
This is I, Isaac. I like the start. It was pretty good up at the start. Conflict, not resolution from good old Elliot. Classic.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet, and my favorite part was I thought that the greenhouse was really cool. I enjoyed that and talking to the plants. That's fun.
And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by...
Me, Gentleman Ferret. My favorite part is probably just Nom can speak to almost all forms of life now.
I know, dude. Now you just need to speak with dead and you can talk to furniture.
Or
Yeah.
you also need fungi. Fungi are not plants or animals, so you know.
Yeah, but
mushrooms are
that's what
still-
you... But he already knows he can talk to mushrooms. He's been to Koboldia.
Oh, right.
True.
And then we have Newsen Worldwalker, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. Despite Newsen being upset, I love roleplay conflict, so I like beefing with people.
Did you like how just out of the blue it was? Just, oh yeah, all your friends killed all my friends.
Yeah, well, I like the explanation that he's got inhibitors too, otherwise he would be, like, more aggressive. I think that is an interesting...
Like, so, like, the realization that it's not just you guys who have inhibitors on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assumed that was the case.
That would be very unsafe.
But
if
having it
only
mentioned,
two
like,
minutes-
having it actually told to you rather than just assuming it to be the case. Also, the
Right.
fact that he has 6 or 7 on him.
Right.
And then, last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, play by...
It me, Brambo, Mr. Saturn 383 on the Twitch. I really liked the climbing charades and almost sending Missile Elliot into this dude. But also, Rose? Yo. Sheesh. That's all Lulin's gotta say.
And last but not least, we have me, your disaster tour guide, perfectly techno. My favorite part was definitely Nom, who is what in my opinion was probably the most volatile and least employable of the party, gunning for a fucking paid internship.
Yeah.
Not even gunning. He said, I will have this job. Like,
It's great.
it's non-optional.
I need that attitude, honestly.
But alrighty. Everybody, I hope everybody had a good time. In about 10 seconds here. There we go. There it is.
Guys,
Alright.
let's all sing Happy Birthday to Sky as we go out.
Not again.
Happy birthday.
We're gonna be singing happy birthday for 2
Happy
months
birthday,
before
birthday.
it's my actual birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my
Server
God.
mute. Server mute. I think Rosie sang too. Server mute. All right, everybody. I unserver muted everybody. But folks, guys, gals, and pals, thank you for joining us this week on the Disaster Tour. We hope you enjoyed watching our party of heroes brave the dangers of college. Whether they triumphed or fell prey to its dangers, we had a blast bringing this adventure to life for you. We'll be back next week with another exciting episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, so be sure to tune in and see what challenges our heroes will face next. Until then, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. I'm going to send everybody on over to Flamtastic. who is playing
Ooh.
some Minecraft.
You crashed
And
with the-
Fox
Queen of
Glove, it's not
Craft.
actually Sky's birthday, fam.
It's not.
It's
My
not.
birthday
No, it's not.
This is just
my
a
birth-
running. It's
Yeah,
a
we
running
will
joke,
be-
and we're really gonna cap that off by just rating right now before we finish the sentence. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.
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 Happy birthday.
I was looking for a new server.